Hey, it's Ross Bain with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Masks of Nyarlathotep in Trail of Cthulhu. This is London, or not London, I just posted London on the internet. We're doing Australia. This is the third...
not London. Different continent.
Yeah, different continent.
Just the prison colony.
Yeah. In the last session, the players, the team braved the deserts of the Great Outback and have come to what they believe is the entrance where they're to the underground. Well, what do you guys think is under there? That this
a cave of wonders.
Yes, that's one way of looking at it. But anyways, you know that your friends, the Lamplighters, have been very insistent that you go to Australia, and you're pretty sure that this is why.
See, they are Lamplighters. Touch nothing but the lamp.
And you need to get into the entrance to the ruins. Well, you know that there are ruins, that they're underground, that someone, a Mr. Carver, well, clearly an alias, led a bunch of miners to dig it up and then betrayed them all. And all of them but Jeremy are dead. So you...
Zorn Industries.
Yeah. Sean and Melissa were the scouts, or who was? Yeah.
Either me and Melissa or me and Anne.
Okay, well, you guys could have gone back to
whoever had the highest stealth.
The basic setup. Yeah.
We killed some stuff for Nodens.
Yes, you killed a creature that had been hunting you. Thanks.
Slide and looked kind of polypular.
Yeah, no,
that's a word.
Yeah,
it is now.
This is a Lovecrafting game,
so it's totes a word.
Yeah, the more
it's a
syllables and adjectives, the better.
It's not made of huge stones. It was made of flesh.
So
Cyclopean just means giant.
Yeah, the basic way into the tunnel that leads down is a ravine. That is being guarded on two sides. There's a group of cultists. You counted 8 total. They have boulders placed at the top of the ravine, so that if you bring your trucks in, the
Wile Coyote you.
They will go more.
Probably
more successful.
Us, that works to our favor.
Yeah.
I know, but
successful, and also that's anachronistic in this time period. So Aaron loses a point. Authenticity. Yeah.
I didn't say it in game. I can make pop culture references outside of the time frame. Ass.
By the way, are we still under the bad Australia jokes exclusion zone?
Please.
Oh.
Try to keep at least the easy, low hanging fruit. Like
no. Are we still in the running for who gets attacked first based on?
Oh yeah. Do you have the list? We need the list on there. Yes.
Yeah.
Who made Foster's jokes?
I have it at Sean 10, Aaron 4, Bill 8. So close.
Jeremy, Bill.
Yeah.
Like hell.
So basically, in the center, the ravine goes into a box canyon that at the very far end of it is a tunnel leading down. But you guys are quite a ways off, so you can approach it from any side. I will. Let's see here. Where did I put that paper? There's some blank paper or something like that. I'll draw it again for you because there's a pretty easy setup. All right. So ravine leading in, boulders. There's a truck. Actually, 2 trucks. That provide kind of cover.
It looks kind of like a skull, Ross.
Well, yeah.
We can call it Skull Canyon.
Yeah, Skull Canyon. So there's the tunnel that leads down. So you guys are quite a ways off. You're way off the map. So the cultists have no idea that you're there. So you could go around, and it's a giant fucking desert. So you could easily go around, get to here, climb down, and then go straight in the tunnel to avoid them. Of course, can't bring your trucks and equipment in. Anything you can't carry, you wouldn't be able to do that. And if you don't kill all 8 cultists, they might try and, there's presumably more down there, so you probably don't want them to be alerted.
Cultists, a renewable resource.
In this universe, yes.
You can burn them like cordwood.
Is there a wizard down there that's tapped into the elemental plane of cultists?
Well, that's pretty much the bad guys of this game.
Is there a respawn point?
I don't want to spoil anything. So you have multiple approaches. We talked a little bit about it before we stopped, but that was obviously a few weeks ago. So you could do a straight up fight. You could do a straight up sneak. Both of those have advantages, disadvantages. You could do a mixed approach. Other than that, you can ask me questions, come up with your own approach. The cultists seem to not have. They didn't have firearms that you could see from a distance. They weren't openly carrying them. They had like pickaxes and spears, pretty primitive weapons.
But will still hurt.
Well, yes, that's true. But obviously, those of you with firearms would have a superior range, of course. But then again, if you
Shooting a gun in a
kill-
canyon won't tip anybody off.
well, it won't. Probably no one at the in the underground would be able to hear it from above ground. You know what I mean. So the people above ground would hear that, but probably, of course, you don't know how far. You know nothing about what's past the entrance. You can't. It's dark. You didn't get that close to see.
My guess is a gigantic stash of Vegemite.
Yeah, sure. It's clearly just that.
We need to burn that.
All right, and that's actually at least not I'm not going to count that as a bad Australia joke because that was
wanted
actually
you to.
Huh?
He totally wants you to.
All right.
So now you're
well,
No, but explain
no.
to me why you wouldn't have though, because now
because it doesn't come from a movie or TV show per se. Like
Song.
Oh, okay.
I come from a land
No,
out
no, no.
under. She made for me a Vegemite sandwich.
All right, fine.
That's a Men at Work reference.
All right,
You
right.
need-
Yeah, you counted those last time.
All right, yeah, no, that's true. I forgot about that.
I forgot about the scenario. I
Alright.
remember the rules for terrible jokes.
Quote of the campaign.
Although, okay, I'm sorry. Now it's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Were the rabies bats part of this one, or was that back in Africa?
This was this one.
They were this one. Okay, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was this one.
They probably have clubs with bat teeth in them.
Okay.
Sean and Ann, I assume probably had a pair of binoculars. They would have seen clubs. You can't see bat teeth from that distance.
They don't gleam off the sunlight. My immersion, Ross.
No, they wouldn't.
Do you know how big a bat's teeth are?
Yeah,
Or tooth.
yeah. Plus, they would be dirty. They wouldn't polish them. They'd get the rabies off. That'd defeat the entire point.
Then they're.
These aren't,
No, you could still polish.
Yeah, you
them.
can polish them without
this ain't
as long as
fine
you
art
sanitize
objects.
them.
This
Yeah.
is fucking disease you up
Yeah.
melee weapons.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get hit in the face with one of those.
Pass me the Iker flask. I need to freshen up.
In tactics.
Again, Vegemite.
Yeah.
derailed on so, but
So yeah, what do you? I mean, you guys have the initiative. You can come up with a plan. Or just do a straight up fight. Just sneak up and try and bushwhack all of them before they get you.
because we do have plenty of weapons. So and
You have what's on your sheets. What's your survival pool, by the way?
Yeah. Ann and I both have notes because reasons.
Obviously, if you capture cultists,
Actually, I think we have 20.
Yeah, because there was some sort of a snafu.
Yeah.
yeah, you started at like 40 and you got about halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I have 20.
So yeah, you can get back. You can get more by capturing cultist material.
Didn't you?
Because obviously these guys are well supplied if they're out here in the middle of nowhere, and you probably guess that they don't have access to the dream pool that Jeremy has, or they're not even aware of it.
Didn't you pick up like a Nodin's hotness artifact? A weapon of some
that's
sort?
right. No, it wasn't a weapon. What was it?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
oh yeah, because Nodens gave you a sword or something. So
Wasn't it a bow?
was it a
think it was a
bow?
bow.
Was it a
It was a
bow?
bow. Because a lot of us had bows because we were shooting the flying polyp.
Yeah,
But did we keep those?
No, those were dream weapons.
Yeah, they-
But
Yeah.
one.
but one
Yeah,
of them.
One.
Remember-
One.
yeah,
that's
somebody was stumbling around afterwards. I think it was you.
Okay.
Found
Melissa
a
had
thing.
one.
And Nodens, yeah, one of his gifts.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have a silent ranged weapon with a bow, and it probably has properties of.
Good call, Sons of Katie Elder on this.
How
So
do we
yeah.
contend with the boulders?
Well, if you sneak up on this, like that's the thing. It would be it would be an athletics and stealth check to get up. You can you don't have to go down in the ravine. You can come up along the sides on their level, but that would be more difficult because one, you'd have to be belly crawling for a good distance, and it's the outback. It's hot, so it would be athletics and in stealth.
Speaking of
And there would be some health loss, even if you're successful on
The
both
sun
tests.
beating down.
And you can't exactly rest.
Fries are dry.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Well, and are we assuming that there's somebody up there with the boulders?
You can see, you saw them.
Yeah, okay.
There's
Yeah, yeah.
four on each side.
All right.
Yeah.
When you saw them, they're probably moving around a little bit at least. They're not like,
We couldn't box them into the canyon with their own damn boulders.
if you could push them down. I mean, they're on the top right there.
That would depend a lot of us on getting up behind them.
Scared them, yeah. You could probably push them. They could probably.
Well, they probably have a mechanism for pushing them. So if you get the guys who are pushing them, you can
Yeah.
do it.
That's certainly possible.
Send them over with the boulders.
I mean, if we want to entirely, blank our chances of moving our stuff down in
Well,
there.
yeah, we want a quick escape way, possibly. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So it's set that up as possible. If we get them silently set up as a blockade in case we need to make an escape.
Yeah, I would say if you guys want to stealth it and just go down the tunnel, leaving your truck behind, you can carry some equipment with you. You just have your survival pool.
There's got to be a more awesome way to do this.
Well, okay.
Dumb ways to die.
Yeah.
So many dumb ways to die.
No.
I should count that.
Oh, it is Australian! Oh, yeah.
Fucking that crap.
It's an Australian. Who sang that first?
They both sang it.
We both deserve the
It
point.
was the duet.
I did not.
Oh, that was Britain.
All right, yeah, no, you both get it.
So, quick question. Speaking of those properties that the Magic Nodin's bow
Yeah.
might have, aside from shooting arrows into the air, can any of us rub abilities up against it to see what it do?
Actually, no, from your experience in the Dreamlands, it is.
I poke it with the
Known as a
rod.
hunter, his gift would be aiding in hunting. Specifically, you used it to hunt a supernatural creature. It's probably something that would aid in slaying supernatural creatures. It might be able
So
to
it's not a
hunt.
sniper
Shoot the
bow.
big damn
It was
bat.
worth a shot.
It probably does not break the laws of physics in that way.
That was worth asking.
No, it's fair enough. But
Does my eye do anything helpful in this scenario?
well, no, the bow's clearly supernatural. There's something
No,
ain't
I
right
mean
with it.
in this box canyon.
You're too far away. You can see that there. No, there's something interesting there. But,
Okay. We know the sigil of the.
there's no
bat,
monsters
right?
about. What?
Right.
Yeah.
We could always go with that great standby. We're your relief crew.
Yeah, you could try a trick.
So trying to do the
For the guy
bloated
at the
woman.
top.
Yeah.
And an A.
So we're going with the bloated woman
The
maneuver again.
cultists were a mixture of
not
indigenous
just frightened
and
about
Europeans.
So-
So there were some white and indigenous people.
So we just had to do the art checks again to see if we could have.
Well, disguise.
Those guys, yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least one.
Adds verisimilitude.
Sure.
Yeah, you could.
It's worth a shot.
So are we going to divide in two and go to go to two different sides at the same time?
Well, they would presumably swap 4 with 4, yeah?
Yeah.
So we can only really get
Do one at a
one
time.
side.
But where
Unless
are they
we bring-
gonna go?
well, wait,
Are they
we
going to go inside the tunnel where we're wanting to go?
Right, and
Probably.
be like,
Deal with them later.
hey, we
Well,
got a relief
Shannon,
Okay. I was just throwing it out there.
you didn't see any
But we could
like
also do that and then kill them.
tents or
Yeah.
anything in the
Tell
canyon.
them that
We're the relief crew, and when they're turning their backs to get ready to
right through
go.
their ribs.
Yeah. It sort of,
Puts them off, and then
right. Then the other 4 probably come after us, but
Well, and we have a couple NPCs. We have some NPCs with us too, so we could.
yeah. They have yet to
NPCs
be
are
helpful in
Schrodinger's
combat.
NPCs who will be your backup characters if you should
or we
make
can just
mistakes.
burn them down.
Maybe let's
No, please don't. I don't want to have to stat them out and give them names and backgrounds and personalities and junk.
Make Ross work.
Yeah, no, don't make Ross work. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I like that plan.
I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Although there's 5 of us.
Right.
Well, it's a group effort, so everyone can pool disguise points as you know.
I mean, I don't think it's harder to say we ratcheted up one guard.
Or
than-
we have a new guy and
Well,
You
showing
would
in the
still
as
have to
one
make
that
the
silently kills them from afar.
Yeah.
You could wait till night. You wouldn't have to make the athletics check for the heat thing,
Just the
but you
sneak.
would probably still have to make the stealth check because you're trying to make it look like you're coming from the tunnel and not from the front.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
So
it's better to do it during the day because people will be busy doing things.
Other than it's the desert, and then they probably are acting, nocturnal.
Maybe
And
we'll go
relief
sleep
crew,
on that.
it's more believable that we're the night shift.
Yep.
Okay.
Granted, we might have to deal with the night shift.
Yeah. Assumedly they would have a shift. Anyways.
Yeah, you didn't see any sleeping tents or anything like that outside, so presumably
They're all just
rest
going into the
downstairs.
temple, so.
Whatever it is down there.
Well, we can wait
That's
for
all
the-
I've got. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody
Okay.
else has a different idea, I'm willing to listen.
I like
to it.
night better because it's
Okay.
easier for us to kill the 4 without the other 4 knowing necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you could disguise yourselves, and the other was, oh yeah, go on back, and then the rest of you could wait and jump them. Well, actually, there's only 5 of you, so one of you could do. Yeah, you can. One of you. Yeah, Margot could take out 4 cultists at once. Yeah, that would be fun.
Margo can take out all 8 on her own. She doesn't need the rest of us.
Well, more importantly, she can hang back on, relatively Overwatch for night. And,
Yeah.
presumably we're going to approach them with some sort of light about us. And, yeah.
Yeah. They don't appear to have supernatural abilities or powers.
Question: does
Yeah.
my eye give me night vision?
No.
It gives you weird vision.
It gives you sanity losing vision. The best kind of superpower.
What about heat vision?
No.
Not Australian.
Do you bleed? I bet you bleed.
All right, so give me a disguise check. How many people are going to give me
All right,
points?
who's got the highest stealth?
Well, first disguise.
Yeah.
So
Disguise.
Who's disguise?
Highest disguise is
I have 8.
yeah.
But we can do a.
It's a group effort.
So.
Group effort.
Everyone can put
I
points
got
in.
nothing.
I
Yeah,
can't
this ain't my
donate.
thing.
Oh wait, actually, I have 5 points of disguise, so I can throw a point at that.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll do 3.
It is going to be a higher DC because there's
A group.
4. So I'll put 1 and 2, so we'll have 5. So we're like guaranteed.
Yeah, so we'll have 5.
Yeah, even if you
Go.
4.
plus 5,
I've
it's
put
9.
9. All right, yeah, no, you're
Culty.
dishevel yourself even more. Put on
We are
some.
the terror that flaps in the night.
You do paint on some symbols of the Bat Cult on your clothes and fake looking tattoos or convincing looking fake tattoos, basically.
Especially in the dark.
Yeah.
Especially while drunk.
So who's going to be the one who is
Not
not going to be
weird down
disguised,
here.
or who is going to be the one that's if it's 4 per who's the odd man out basically? If
What?
4 of you are going to replace them, so Margot's going
We're
to be
not all approaching. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Margot's staying.
Margot's
Okay.
the stealthy one who's going to kill
Am
everyone.
I stealthing to the side where the tunnel is? Is
you
that where you want me to go?
yeah. So again,
So if we're approaching from this direction,
yeah, you're all down here somewhere, but you can circle around, get to here, and then just stand up and walk normally that way. Yes, we're coming from the tunnel.
Well, we'd have to come from here to be coming from the tunnel.
no, the tunnel's up there.
Yeah, the tunnels are. This is below.
So rather than walk up the nice box canyon incline,
Yeah.
we're going to shinny up ropes
Yeah.
just to replace them.
Well, they're on the top too. So, well, yeah, that's a good point. You don't know exactly
Well,
what
if
the
we-
route is, but
if
you'll know what the route is when you get there because there will be footpaths.
Right.
So,
okay. So
Footsteps.
Yeah,
we're going to do it the right way, whatever that is.
yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Which means we can figure out where to leave Margot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be the stealth check part. You wait till night. So, who is going to be making it, and how many people are going to be putting points in? Do it.
We already did that.
No, that was the
Yeah,
scout.
disguise. So
We
This
look
is-
right. Now we gotta move right.
Yeah.
Okay.
walk this way.
Who's got the highest stealth?
I have 5 stealth.
I have 2 remaining.
I have 4, so I'll put a point in.
I'll throw 1 in.
I'll put 2 points.
I got nothing.
I got a rock.
So we have 4 to
There's no
add to
points
the
in
roll.
anything.
I have points of stuff. Stability. Thank you.
All right. Do you want to roll?
You want to roll in?
Oh no.
6 total.
6. Okay. So you get there, and they do have ropes near the. They have a ladder actually set up near the tunnel entrance that goes up to the
Turned out
top.
to be handy.
So you can see that's where they would go up, and there is a footpath leading there. There's actually some other rocks and concealed points. It looks like they initially set up other sentries around here, but then they realized we're in the middle of the desert. We don't have to worry about attack on all sides because we're in the middle of the desert.
Down cultists, yay.
Well,
No.
lazy.
No.
Yeah, reasonable,
Yeah.
actually.
So we can.
But if they had been
Margot
alerted, they probably would have additional guards.
It's a flat, well-lit plane. The chance of being attacked from multiple sides at once and not knowing about it
Fairly
is
minimal.
low.
So Margot, you can
Feel free to
easily
decide
hide
whatever the
anywhere
counterexample
else.
is.
You will have to make a
I
stealth
wasn't going
test
to.
when if you decide if you. Well, it depends. How close do you want to be? And so, like, they go from here to here, basically, or from here to here. So I assume you're taking the one on the right side.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Margaret, there are hiding places along the way, but you would have to make a stealth check if they're walking right by you. Or you could go out like 100 yards away or whatever, 100 feet away, far enough that you wouldn't have to make a stealth check, but you would be that much farther away. So, how close do you want to hide to the cultists when they pass by?
Could I hide in the truck?
You'd have to climb. Yeah, you could climb down the rope ladder and get in one
Can
of the
they
trucks.
see me from there?
If the truck provides hiding places, if you crouch down, it also depends what angle. You could get under the truck; you'd certainly be concealed from all sides. You
Pulling Odysseus.
No, I was just thinking that if they're climbing down and I needed to shoot them, I could shoot them while they're climbing down a rope ladder.
Yeah, you would have a better vantage point. They would be coming down towards you. You'd be like, hey, shooting ducks in a barrel.
Okay, let's
But then they
clarify
would
the
fall
plan.
down
Are
the
we
barrel.
expecting Margot to take out all four at once, or is she Overwatch to get the runners when we all take them?
I think that's a better plan.
Overwatch.
Yeah,
to get the
Overwatch.
runners.
Yeah,
That's-
that's
So
what
she
I
could be
thought.
in front. Actually, then being near under one of the trucks would be the best place because as soon as they get in front of the tunnel, you could just plug them.
But we're going to let them walk that far away before we
Well,
try to stab them.
yeah, that is the
Well-
trade-off. Or Margot, you could get above the tunnel and
That at least will not block so many lines of sight as a canyon wall
Yeah.
would.
Although, depending if she's there, wouldn't that possibly maximize the noise from the gunshot going off?
It doesn't matter at that point.
Especially going through a box canyon. It's just
I
gonna,
mean,
it's like Payday. It's either loud or it's not. So
and like, unless he's preparing to be an uber bastard, Ross has tipped that like we're not going to alert the ones inside. So the only people we have to worry about alerting are the ones across the canyon, who there's no way we're not going to.
are you
alert.
guys using dynamite? I mean, that might.
No, that character's dead, Ross.
Okay, well, I don't know. You probably have dynamite. Did you?
Nope.
Okay.
Did not
I
put
would
it with
assume
this
we
character.
had dynamite in
I
the
assume
dragon
your
thing.
expedition has
We
some.
like really suited up.
Or from the mining camp when we just left.
yeah.
True.
There were all
No,
boxes
they
that were empty.
yes, empty. They took all the dynamite.
No enemy day.
I would say you could spend survival or preparedness pools to have dynamite if you wanted.
Nah,
Yeah.
not actually pursuant to the goal
Okay,
at the
so you're not using
I
that.
want to keep my preparedness cherry for something else. So.
Okay, so Margot, you can hide over the tunnel. If anyone gets close, you'd have to make a stealth check, but that depends on them and when they're willing to jump the other guys, basically. Okay,
On 3
so
or after 3?
On 3.
Okay.
But no more than 4.
5 is
3.
right out.
Wasn't one of them Australian?
let's see.
Nice try.
Yeah.
But no.
All Britain and one America.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
So you get there.
Yeah.
It is a moonlit night. The moon is half full. It's about May 20th, so I actually could find this out, but I'm not going to look up the.
What year is it? I'm just
1925. All right, May 20th. And remember, in the southern hemisphere.
curious. That doesn't affect the sign.
Oh yeah, that's just the rotation of the toilets.
Right.
East west.
It doesn't even. That's a myth that doesn't affect that either.
It was on The Simpsons. It's clearly true.
Yes, and that is the bastion of truth.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the stars would be different though.
Yes.
The stars would be different.
Anyway, so your group, you sneak up to where the rope ladder is, and then you all stand up. Oh, we just climbed this, and we're walking towards our fellow cultists.
Hello,
Yeah.
fellow cultists. Praise be to bad God.
You get about halfway there when they call out, "Who is the three-lobed eye in the dark?"
What was it?
The Haunter in the Dark?
What was the name of that thing?
Our Lord and Master.
What do you say?
Father Bat.
Who are you? Are you new?
Yes. That's why we're given night watch duty.
It is. What do you mean? This is good duty. You must be new. You haven't heard the worst duties.
Well, but we have to stay up all night.
Basically, we have to go through our residency and try out each different position.
Well, come closer. Let us get a look at you. One of them calls out to the other group, "Oh, we have a new night watch shift," and the other one's, "It's not time. What's going on? Oh, they're new." So one of them,
they sent us up early for orientation. We're supposed to shadow you for an hour.
do you have reassurance?
I do.
All right, maybe you want to spend a point of that.
As do I.
Yeah.
Well, Bill's talking.
Oh. Go ahead.
So
That's what I've got.
the Mantide, the leader of this group that you're on, is a craggy looking man. Looks like a miner himself. You'll see. Chasing down two-legged deer is a lot harder than this, or the tending to the miners. That's odious work. But this is nice compared to what you'll find. But I guess you need to know all the tasks.
Yes.
Don't fall asleep. We do think there's some intruders coming near.
We have taken our stimulants.
So you are usually well armed, brother. I assume. Well, actually, are your characters carrying weapons? I assume you would be. What are you carrying?
Gun.
Gun. All right.
Gun.
All right. Yes.
The rifle. So
I just have a handgun.
Oh,
Odin's bow.
you know, as a
someone has a
senior,
club, right?
as your senior in the church, I should have a better weapon. So perhaps we should trade.
Here, take this club.
Yes.
You're right. You should have
the
the
better
honorable
weapon.
weapon of the cult.
He balks at that immediately as the others would look at him. But you can see they're all eyeing your firearms because they do not have firearms. Do you have bargain?
I do.
Well, he says, well, I mean, if you don't make his points, man, he's like, no. I need a gun. Well, I'll take that, but I also
have
need your
bargain.
gun.
I have bargain. I'll spend the point on it.
Well, what are you saying?
The thing about it is, yes, these are. We do have the weapons on here, but that's like, unfortunately, they're not as nice as they think. They're refurbished. So
That's fine.
They're,
I'm not picky.
and also that's like, and also we've been. And also we need to test these ones out. So once we actually have them calibrated,
Test them out.
We have to calibrate them.
They Barney Fifed us.
Oh, one bullet.
Guns, but no ammo.
So we don't have the ammo yet.
Well, that's fine. One bullet's better than nothing.
No, we have
In
no
order to
ammo.
use
yet.
bargain,
They're meant to just look. They're meant to
Aaron,
look.
in order to use bargain, you have to give him something.
The club.
He took the club, but you're not the one who offered it.
Here's Snowden's bow.
Yeah. He wants something else.
I know.
Okay,
You do, with the 0 point in bargain, you realize these guys are under-equipped, and this is a selfish, evil cult. They want your fucking guns. You're the new guys. This is part of hazing.
Wait, can we use bureaucracy to say? Can we try something?
Oh, do you have bureaucracy?
Okay, so I'm going to spend a point of bureaucracy and say the higher up said that we had to return these. They were just loaning them to us to try them out, and if we don't bring them back, we'll be in trouble. I don't think we want to get in trouble on our first day.
That's right. The
He said that?
quartermaster's going to audit
Yeah.
us.
We were supposed to take it back and get the ammo.
Perhaps... I don't want to anger our leader. Of
Neither
course,
do
no.
we.
He is very close to Father Bad.
That's right.
You didn't sign the receipt.
It's our name.
We had to literally
Rocket.
sign over our firstborn child in order to get these weapons.
Perhaps one of the...
Yeah, the credit terms are horrible.
One of the deterrents, though. One of the ones for the wind deterrents, you know. Oh, you haven't seen those yet. Why don't one of you, the rest of you stay here, one of you go down there and go down to the bunkhouse and get one of the wind deterrents. We should have one of them up here anyway. You'll know it. It doesn't look like anything man-made because men didn't produce it.
You mean down by the truck?
No, the bunkhouse, of course, where you have your quarters.
right.
Needs more Tommy Wiseau.
So we'll stay here until... I feel with intruders, we should have more guns, I think.
Assess honesty on him.
Okay.
How many of them are there?
It's just a 1 point spend on that.
I mean, there's 8.
For 0
total.
points.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend for them.
That's true.
Well, no, he's just greedy. He just is trying to. He's also the leader of this particular group, and you guys are talking back to him, and you're subordinate, so he has to show you up. He has to show you who's boss. So he can't just bargain with you as equals. Like he has to throw his weight around. So he's sending you to go down to the bunkhouse, whatever that is, to go and get a wind deterrent, which you have no idea what that is. For all you know, it's a snipe hunt. But the other three of you could stay, and you've gained their trust. They clearly do not view you as outsiders.
Okay. So before I leave, I'm going to say, well, while I'm gone, I mean, you could just hold the gun while I'm gone.
Or we could just do it now.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
All right, so if one of you wants to jump the ambush now.
Are you...
So I'm handing him the gun.
Okay, he reaches out.
And I pull the trigger.
Yes! Oh, look, it was loaded.
It's about gut level. Oops.
I'll give you a +2 on your
You're just
roll.
fanning it, right? You're emptying the whole thing.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of awesome.
How many points of firearms do you
That was
have?
actually really awesome.
You can
6.
go again for 3 points of firearms. You get a +2 in this first attack because it's an ambush. I'll give you +3 on this roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll.
8.
All right, so that's a critical hit. I'll give that. So
Roll damage.
you can roll damage, and if you want to spend points, you can shoot other cultists.
Only one.
But
One.
double.
Yeah, so.
Well, roll again. Snake eyes.
You shoot his ear off. He screams and falls to the ground because you shot his ear.
What else shoot
Who
him
shoots
now?
an ear?
I shoot one of the other
So
ones.
Melissa's the one. You were all primed to go.
okay.
So each of you get one action. But Melissa, are you going to go again to shoot? All right, that's 3 points of firearms. 2. You could shoot him again or shoot another one.
No, I'm going to shoot him again.
All right.
Are you spending any more points to up your...
Yeah, you don't get a bonus on this attack roll.
I'll
Spend 3 to
add-
buy a shot.
Do the rest of us get a
I'll add
bonus since it
2.
was ambush? When we...
Yeah, you will get your actions. I'm just doing hers first.
Okay.
4 will hit.
Yeah, so it's a 6.
You spent 2 as well? All right, so roll for damage.
Okay. Better. 5.
All right, that will kill him.
Hooray.
So they have 6 hit points.
Shot his ear
At
off,
least,
then
or
shot
7
through
hit
the
points or
hole.
6. So, Aaron, what is your action?
Rifle, shoot. So,
Okay.
So maybe.
What's our bonus, Ross?
None. Melissa
Yeah.
is the one who.
She got, so I miss.
All right, yeah. You.
I
Oh
thought we
shit!
got a bonus.
It's on.
No.
Condition 1!
Yeah, condition 1. Unfortunately.
I'll throw 1 point into this.
All right.
Get a 4.
4 will hit. That was a good spin.
So 6.
6 will kill another one. There's 2 left on your side.
Okay.
Bill.
I'll spend 2
Okay.
to get a 6.
6 will hit.
And 2 damage.
2 damage will not kill a guy.
Yep.
So that was your surprise. And I assume you're just ready in action to shoot anyone who comes close. You're at long range if you want to shoot anyone else, because
No, I'm gonna wait till they're actually closer.
yeah, they don't know about you. They're kind of oh god, there's 4. All right, so now we're to
Now there's
normal.
only 2 of them.
Yeah, on your side, the other side.
There's boulders between them.
Well,
In a ravine, so.
you're standing. Well, you're not behind the boulders. You're between the boulders right
If
now.
they start running our way down into the thing, we could roll boulders on them.
They're not that dumb.
I don't know.
Well,
All right, so who has the highest pool? Their highest pool. The 2 on your side are going to go at weapons 8.
weapons 8.
All right, so at the same time, anybody have a higher base pool?
My highest pool is athletics at 10.
But are you doing athletics? What are you doing?
I don't
That's
know
the
that it would
pool
work
you
for an
use.
attack, so...
No, it would not. Athletics is not an attack unless you're pushing a boulder on somebody. But you could not push a boulder because they're on the same level as you are.
Oh.
Would it be fleeing to get behind a boulder?
You could use either one if you want. You're right next to the boulder. You could do that.
Okay, yeah, just.
You just push it, but there's no one in the path of the boulder.
Well, no, not pushing it, getting behind it, so.
Well, that would be that would be your action to do that. But anyway, so the 2 guys who are surviving, one's going to attack you with a machete, or actually no, a bat club.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and then the other one is going to who's the other one who made a kill? Sean? Yeah, stab you with a spear. So going to spend 2 points on you with the bat.
They're both on 8. What
6.
breaks anyway?
Huh?
Melissa and that guy are both on 8. What breaks the tie?
I'm gonna say it'd be simultaneous. So
Okay.
So yeah, Melissa, you can shoot at the same time.
Because, rabies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend my last point of firearms. We'll get a 3.
But if you're using firearms, then you go on the firearms total.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
What's your firearms?
Pool, not.
Yeah,
school.
no, it's 6, so I
Okay,
have
so-
to.
yeah.
I have to use weapons, so I will get
You
out my
could
knife.
pistol whip them.
Or bow is weapon.
Well,
No,
bow
it's
would
not
take you an
just
action to
right,
draw.
Yeah.
You have a
Gonna
gun
wait
in your
and use
hand,
that.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll just grab one of my knives.
All right.
I'll use that. I will spend
I mean, you have pistols, so yeah.
2
you could-
weapons and get 4.
All right, 4 will hit. So you're basically hitting each other at the same time. All right.
Full damage. 5.
Be -1, isn't it? Knife, I think, is -1.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah,
he
so
gets
4.
4 and I get.
But can he be the one that was hit with 2?
I will
already?
I will allow that to, just
So
for
that
6.
means 3 are down.
Yeah.
However, you were hit for a point of damage. Make a health check.
You might have rabies.
Oh.
We'll need to put you in quarantine for
You
several
can
months.
spend health to boost your health check. You should do that.
Nah, you're fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to spend 2. Just because. That's good.
All right. Good job. Nothing happens.
You resist rabies.
So I only got 1, right? -1?
All right.
Come at me, Ross.
He will spin 2. He gets a 7.
Shit,
So
that'll
that,
hit.
that will definitely hit. And it is a spear. It is a big weapon, so it will be just a d6. No penalties. 3 points of damage.
So that would be health?
Yes.
Yes. He pokes you. Ow.
Okay. My turn?
Anyways, the other side, one of them will attempt to throw at you. He will spend 3, but you're at a long shot, so he will
And
need...
it's dark.
Yeah, that's true. He'll need...
There's boulders in the
let's see what he
way.
rolls.
Moon in the desert.
He gets a 7, so that will hit. It'll be another 3 points of damage.
I am at 0.
Ooh, ow. Being speared hurts.
Does that mean I am down?
No, you are staggered. You're still up. You can still
With
act.
spears sticking out of
It's not until -6 that you have to start making unconsciousness checks. I think if you take 1 more point of damage, you will.
But you can't fail a 0 point. As soon as you go negative, you start making unconsciousness checks.
Oh, okay.
It's just that it's impossible to fail
Okay.
a negative 1 point health test.
Okay,
Conscious. A little bit harder for 2.
But you're at 0, so you don't have to worry about that yet.
Yeah.
So you're just at the threshold. It's like
Well, you are actually hurt.
2 of them break and start running.
Is that
towards,
all you got, sir?
2 of them start running towards the tunnel along the edge of the ravine. The third one actually starts climbing down the side, heading towards the trucks. So 3 of them are breaking and running. Yeah. And you can choose. We'll get to you after these guys because there's still 1 more on their side.
Okay.
Melissa already acted. Who has the next highest pool? Okay, 6. Yep. Sean, what do you want to do? All right.
You don't
Well, we can get back to you. Aaron.
I would have a 2 for my firearm, so.
Bill.
So do I.
Okay.
Okay, I've got 6 and I can talk
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm going to
I have
shoot him.
scuffling, so. But
The one near you.
Yes.
All right. You can go ahead and roll.
So I'll spend.
Normally you would have, yeah, you guys are close enough that you would be point blank, but it is dark, so it's sort
I'm
of
going to spend 2 points of firearms
All right,
because he just struck me with a spear.
yeah,
That'll be an 8.
that's a critical hit.
Yeah, still.
6.
All right, you can roll again.
6.
All right, wow, he is
3 sixes. 6, Ross.
so dead.
Also,
so
Tom
dead.
Church, ladies and gentlemen.
It is somewhat fitting that I did that.
He is so dead. Totes dead. The other one would be more scared if they could see it.
I shot his neck clean across and perforated it.
All right, that sounds sufficiently metal.
How's that perforated artery?
So Aaron and Bill, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to try to tag the one who's climbing down into the valley.
Okay.
He's the closest. That would only be a
And
-2 to hit.
3 of the others are coming around the rim along the other side.
2 of them, one of them is staying by to throw spears at you. 3 of them are fleeing. 1 down the canyon, 1 climbing down, 2 along the edge of the ravine.
Okay, I'm gonna step behind the boulder that's closest to the closest to the rim,
Yeah.
and then as soon as one breaks my line of sight,
Okay.
I'm going to
You
shoot
can take a
at
shot this round.
Okay.
It is.
It's long range.
Yeah,
Basically,
dark.
it's gonna stop to try to hit. What else am I supposed to try to do?
That's
But,
6
yep,
with a
no.
-2, and I spent 2 to negate it. So.
Okay, you hit.
All right.
Good job.
No.
On the
Maybe
table.
on the table.
Shut up. 4.
4. That will hit one. It will not put him down. So you were doing the one climbing down.
Wait,
Yes.
even with a rifle? Isn't a rifle? I mean, I know
Moving target,
handguns
dark.
damage,
Yeah, it's a +1. So
Oh, plus
So it
1,
was
so
5.
5.
5.
which still doesn't kill him, but
Nope.
I mean, every little bit.
He
right?
stumbles down. He slides
He's
down.
bleeding severely.
He is not out.
Not as bad as the one who got
but he will
3
lose his
sixes,
next action,
but-
yeah.
But
So Bill, yeah, you can take a shot at one of the runners. Okay,
I
did
missed.
you? Okay, you missed. And there's 2 more.
Pop, pop.
Yeah, so the one errant shot is like right about here, and then the other 2 are like right about there. So they're running towards you. It would be a -3 to hit this guy, a -2 to hit these 2. One of those.
Okay. For the sides of this canyon, is there any way for those 2 to get down at this point without using the ladder?
I mean, they could try climbing. It's not that. It's about 25
so
feet.
it'd probably be
but
like
it's
the
like
guy I tagged.
so. It would be an athletics check for them to climb down without taking damage. Like it's not a straight vertical thing; it's slightly sloped, so they could possibly make it, but it would be risky. And if they fail a check, they'd land on their head, which would be bad for them. Good for you, I mean.
A -3, so I'd have to roll like.
Well, that's the guy who fell that Aaron tag. He's got 1 hit point.
The ones that are running more or less towards you.
Yeah.
Not so bad.
Yeah, they're on your level. If they see you, they could just change their mind and try and charge you.
Alright.
And there is cover between you and them, so they could become.
But the one that's on the level of the tunnel could warn the folks in the tunnel.
My worry is
also
he's going to
taking
get there
5.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. So he's basically Gimpy McGee.
Right.
Well, he's still active. D&D rules for minions. They
Yeah.
get to run around until they're at 0, and then they're dead. So
But he needs
So he's a
one
chicken without his head.
basically, but if he gets in that tunnel, it's going to be bad for you.
Unless these have, like, some kind of weird fluctuating number of hit points, everybody else is taking 6.
Yeah.
A little bit meta, but whatever.
No, it's fine. They're mooks. They're not like super. So who do you want to take a shot at, or do you want to do something else? You could move around in the dark to get a better shot.
Run.
I'm not going to run.
There's only 2 of them, and you're firing on
I assume you're basically over the tunnel, lying prone with your weapon out, so you can stabilize it better,
What?
like a sniper.
Yeah. Shotgun versus revolver, do they do different amounts of damage?
Shotgun, you're at long range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be crap.
Okay.
Revolver's better at range. You can just aim.
Okay.
Pistol snipe them.
Yeah.
I'm
They're not
trying
that
to get
far.
the guy who's closest to the tunnel.
Okay.
Oakley it.
Yeah, one of these 2.
She
So
said shotgun
No, the
and
wounded
revolver.
guy.
well, the wounded guy's farther away.
Oh, okay.
So it'll take him more time to get to
You'll
them.
take a -3 to hit this one, -2 to hit one of these 2.
Whoever is closest to me.
One of those.
Yes.
All right. -2 to your hit.
Take him out.
So
could
I
just
will
counter
add.
it.
What?
You have a -2 to your roll, so you can just counter it.
Yeah, take it to
Spend
zero.
that's,
2.
that's what I did online. So
You could spend 2 to
That
try.
gives you a 50-50 more or less, because apparently they all have hit threshold 4.
I'll do 3, just to be sure.
They have hand-to-hand training.
So I rolled a 5.
5 will, with all adjustments, yeah, that'll hit. You can roll damage.
4.
4. You tag one of them. He stumbles to the ground. The other one freaks and runs behind a rock. You lose sight of him. And it's dark, so
Skitter.
yeah. Let's see here. The ones on your side are all dead, so it's just the 3 runners.
And the spear chopper.
Oh yeah, the spear. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, the chucker.
Yeah.
Spear thrower.
We'll call him Chucker.
Javelin. We'll call him Javelin.
I like Chucker.
So he has weapons 8.
lost with the long reward.
Does anybody have a higher pool than that?
I have 10, and I'm moving behind the frickin' boulder.
All right, that's your action. You can do that. You
Oh, yeah,
you don't have to spend any athletics to do that, but thattle be your action. So
I don't have to spend any.
No,
Okay.
it's pretty close. But
I move behind the giant boulder.
he cannot hit you.
turns out.
You 3 are all still
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you
I
specifically.
specified.
Okay, yeah, all right. So you 2.
Behind the boulder.
So he's going to throw a spear at you, Melissa.
Sorry.
He will spend 3
Hey, what does it mean that my hit threshold is higher because I have athletics 8?
It means your hit threshold is 4.
I need to normally roll a 4.
Okay.
We'll have to hit even higher because you're farther away.
Got it.
It does not.
Dude,
Did he throw him his own foot? Since that was a critical
He
fail?
spent 3 points.
you don't crit fail unless you don't spend points.
So he throws it. It lands about a couple feet away from you, which is still too close. for comfort.
Unnerving,
You
but
can pick up the spear and
I
throw it
plan
back.
to.
All right, you could. Is that your action? That's
pick
a
up
weapon.
the spear?
Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
that. All right, it's a weapons check.
Okay. To pick it up or to
No,
throw
to throw it.
Okay, yeah.
You can pick it up and throw it as one action.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I'll spend 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got 6.
Total.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah. And so for damage is 2.
All right, he hasn't been hit before, so
Spears were doing even damage or extra?
just even.
It was even because
Yeah.
2 3s is what Ross rolled, and I lost
Yeah.
6 hit.
It wasn't.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're larger melee weapons, but they're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
melee.
it's
I imagine this entire battle being fought out while Johnny Cash sings "Peace in the Valley" in the background.
Tennessee Ernie Ford.
that's better.
okay,
I like that better. Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right, so other shooters, Aaron.
is the guy that
The guy you wounded is still not dead.
Is he? Would he be at a -3 for me now?
He's still at a -3 because he is running, and he does very well. He spent 2 on his athletic checks. He actually gets between the 2 trucks,
Which means he's closer to Margot.
so he is making a beeline straight for it.
Yeah, he's priority 1.
He is
the problem
technically
is if I make it-
he's actually out of line of sight of both of you, so you would have to
Crawl down into
you could slide down the ravine with an athletics check and make a shot. You would be at a high penalty to shoot because you're sliding down a ravine.
and I wouldn't be able to make it anyway because I only had
Let
like
Ann
2
do
for
that.
my.
Yeah.
So-
Or you could just spend this round to try and run along the side to catch him before he gets in the tunnel. Or you can try and take a shot. Well, there's one guy on the ground there that Ann tagged who didn't get behind cover. Actually, you don't see the other guy. You didn't see what happened to him.
Yep.
But you thought there were 2 guys.
There were 2 guys.
Yeah, well, that was
There's
only...
cover around the edge of the ravine.
There's cover around
On the edge of the ravine. So I'll take a shot at him. So
Which one?
the one that
You
Ann
cannot...
tagged.
Okay. Yeah. That would be -3.
Are you sure? That'd be -2
Yes.
since he's on the same level.
He's farther away from you.
And then I can't hit him.
You can always hit him on a 6.
Okay, so we'll see.
That's not a 6.
That was
Not a 6. The bullet goes wide. It's a very difficult shot.
Okay.
He's also right now prone because yeah. Bill, what about you? You can hit the one and tag on a 6.
What about the chucker?
You could shoot that guy too. That would be a -2.
Oh, I should have.
Yeah, you could have. You could have hit him.
I thought he was down for some.
No, I don't know why.
Okay. So, is it the big structure in the middle of the place that's keeping us from shooting the runner right now?
2 trucks. He's between them.
Yeah, structure.
Yeah. Well, they are.
That's
I
what
guess
I was referring.
they're vehicles, but yeah.
No, she doesn't. She can't see him right now either.
No, she can see him. She's over the
You
tunnel.
just said.
No, he said those 2.
You,
Not her.
Bill, and Aaron cannot see them
Yeah.
Okay.
because you're over here.
Could have swore you were looking at her.
No. Sorry. Anne has a direct line of sight.
Ann-
Okay, in that case, spear chopper done.
Okay.
5.
5 will hit.
Okay.
Drop him.
6.
That will drop him. Good
Right
job.
in the spleen.
Yeah, he
There's a
needed
big
that apparently.
hole.
Exploding please.
Probably not that big.
Just a handgun.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's
That's
it's big enough. That's what really matters. All right, so we're down to 3 runners basically. I think. Yeah.
Yep.
So they will act. Well, one of them already acted. The other 2 are actually running right now. The one that you tagged is getting up. You can take a shot at him. The other guy is. Don't do it. Yeah. Or you could hit the guy who's close to the tunnel. You would actually be at a base hit to hit him. There's no penalty. He's close enough that you could
Okay.
Drop him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the guy between the trucks.
Are you spending any points?
Take the
I'm
shot.
gonna spend 2 points.
All right.
Whoa.
8.
Margot.
Critical. That will. Yeah.
You had a hit point left, as I recall.
Blows his head off.
Yes, you do. Yeah. No, you Annie Oakley him. You can roll damage if you want.
So what is it? Roll
You get to roll again because it was a crit.
5.
Shot through the heart.
Too late.
Yeah. So we're down to 2, and then there were 2.
You're to blame.
And then there were 2. So you, the other guy that you shot previously gets up and goes behind cover.
So there's 2 of them behind cover.
So where are they now?
You don't see them. You'll have to spend. You cannot see
Okay,
them.
but
from
where
your-
did we see them last?
You saw them around this general area.
Quick tactical plan. There are 4 of us here. You keep your watch.
First aid would be.
Well, hold on. This is combat, so you'll have to yell out your instructions as your action if you want to do that.
Sure.
So
Move in shifts. One person move, everybody else watch. As soon as that person moves a couple of, 3 yards, about 10 feet, next person move. We keep 3 people watching at all times. As soon as one of their head comes up,
Blow it off.
are you saying this loud enough that Anne can hear? Or that Margaret?
no.
Okay,
It's
so
not
just.
important.
I'm
She
just
just
gonna
has
stay
to
right
watch.
here.
All right.
Like,
She's already
She has her
watching.
instructions.
All right, so Bill, that was your action, is to
Yeah.
explain that.
You move first then.
No.
No, that was his action. He can't.
Somebody else move first.
Okay, I'll move
I'm
first.
spinning around.
All right,
to watch.
so you're all in this general area.
I'm bleeding out, so.
You're
on 0.
Yeah, you're on 0.
It's
You
not-
could. You're
yeah.
not. You have wounds, but you're actually so pumped with adrenaline you don't even notice.
Okay.
You
You'll
could spin
collapse
around
after a
if you have a first aid. You could spin around to.
Isn't it just a point for a point with mine?
It's
Not if you're healing yourself. It's 2 for 1.
Russ, would we potentially
2
take
points for
any
one.
damage if we just
That's
slide
not
down
worth
the
it.
ravine
it'd
wall?
be an athletics check.
I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, is that your action?
Why do you want to cut your lines of sight?
I don't know.
Well, how?
They decided
Well,
to do the same thing.
the only other way is for her to go all the way around.
Yeah. And what if
Okay.
they decide to do the same thing?
Then they're on a perfectly followable trajectory down into below us. Shooting from above is usually a good. That's how deer stands work.
Okay, so do you want to go up this way?
Sure.
Okay, so you go up that way. Sulan moves up this way. You can give me a sense trouble check. I assume you're looking out towards the last.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I will spend 1 and get a 6.
All right, you actually see one of them. He's just around here, sort of at the very edge. Looks like he is moving away from the people with guns that are shooting him.
Like he's running out into the desert?
Yes, it looks like that. On your next action, you can keep following him. You can take a shot at him, but it would be at a high penalty. Obviously, you basically need a natural 6. Unless you spend I don't think you have any firearms points anyway, so.
I have 1. That won't be enough.
No. So that's your action. Aaron and Sean.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Can we move the boulders into a more favorable position, or is that impossible?
You push them down into the ravine. Then
But that would block our trucks from
No,
turning.
but move them around the canyon so that they could be launched down from a different point.
you could push them straight up so they roll straight down. Like which way do you want to push them?
Not push them over, just position them, reposition them.
They're giant.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're pretty big boulders. It looked like it would take, if you want to push them any distance, you need more than one person. It takes only one person to push them down here because they're positioned
It's a
just
natural
so.
slope. And
Yeah.
And they
There's a little
cut it
stick
out.
holding it.
Yeah, basically. Actually, yeah, no, there's a little stick. They're had some time to engineer this. Any other direction, you'd need a couple dudes, some time, not a combat thing. So
So no.
Basically, you would need alien astronauts. There's no
Yeah.
way people of this technological level.
Aliens.
that is not an Australian joke. I appreciate
No.
So,
Unfortunately.
what do you want to do, Sean?
I'm going to try and move to a better position to see if I can see them.
Are you going? So, following Sulan?
Yeah, but not down into the ravine.
Well, she's not. She's
Can you
on
go
the.
down?
Yeah, she was going around, so.
Following her.
Yeah. Yeah, you can give me some trouble check too if you follow up with her.
I have no points left.
Okay.
2.
All right. You don't see anything. You don't see them.
So like I couldn't my previous action I couldn't have motioned to them. Like they're not looking at me.
You could motion. It's too general of an area.
All right.
It turns out surveying is skilled labor for a reason.
Yeah.
My personal experience with trying to communicate about things at a distance to someone who is not seeing through
Over
your
there.
eyes.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You don't have TACnet. You cannot see through their eyes.
Got
You cannot AR tag them. or
Okay,
anything.
fine.
All right.
Bullshit.
Hit with a spline.
Yeah. So, Aaron, if you're following Bill's plan, you'd be the one who have to stay and watch on Overwatch.
So I'm Overwatch here. So
All right, so, Anne, you can give me a sense trouble check if you want to look and see where they are. Or, yeah.
Yeah, I'll put a
Not
point.
you.
Oh man, 2.
2, you do not see them. You know that they're not right next to you. You look around. Oh, God, did they sneak up? No. All right, you're fine. So that ends that. So at this point, yes, they're both... Looks like they're running away. So if you want to chase them down, you can do that. But it looks like they're not
the
trying to
desert
fight
kill
to
them.
the death. Because you have guns and they don't. And they're fanatical cultists, but they're homicidal, not suicidal.
Depending on the cult.
although they might be going to get other friends who might be hiding.
Well, so that would be
If they can
tracking
make
them.
it through the desert on foot.
Well, you don't know what they have. You don't know if there are any other entrances to these ruins.
Or a camel.
Yeah, or if they have supplies stashed away nearby.
Supplies cat?
Cash.
Yeah, supplies cat.
That guy.
Native to the
Yeah.
Australian desert.
What are you buying?
If you want to focus on tracking them down, that would be an outdoorsman spend, probably.
So, quick question.
One of them is bleeding, you know that.
At the point at which it's clear that they're running away,
Yeah.
why can you not just shout to the person who is at least marginally close?
Oh, wait, Melissa
And
does
it's
get
a
one
really
shot
great
at the guy.
shot.
Well,
Since you actually made it.
and I don't have to use firearms. I could use Odin's bow, right?
Oh, yeah, you can try that out.
Odin, someone else.
It actually works pretty in the same way.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you could switch to the bow
One arm
and give that a
versus one
shot.
eye. There's
Okay.
still a lot of beer.
How many are you spending any weapons point?
Yeah,
All right.
I'll spend 2.
Okay.
Because this is going to be at a penalty, right?
Just roll. Tell me what you get.
God.
A 4 is not quite good enough. So it does go across the ravine, lands 10 feet away from him, which is really it's an impressive distance for a bow.
Nice try, but not quite.
But the guy sees that and runs further into the desert.
Why are we not just pot-shotting at them
I
until...
just did.
Well, right, but the rest of
just
us...
all
Okay.
shoot lead into the dark.
Okay.
Ghost in the darkness.
Right.
I'll give you guys one more. Without an outdoorsman spend, you can each get one more action if you're chasing after them. Well, first make a sense trouble check to see if you can spot them.
Okay.
5.
4. I'm spending that one. So.
I'll spend 2 for an 8.
Yeah, you see both of them.
Okay.
And you can tell which one is wounded.
All right. I dump my sense trouble points pool into firearms
All right.
and get a 6.
Okay. Oh wait, these guys weren't wounded because you killed the guy.
No, one of them
was.
Okay, yeah.
Because Anne tagged one.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Margot maimed them.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
5.
All right, that tags one. There's one left.
What? So one of them took a total of 9 damage so far.
How much?
She got him for 4.
Yeah.
Also, they've all had 6 hit points, so if she's hit him at all,
Yeah.
then he's dead.
One's dead. One's
Yeah,
still
one's
alive.
dead. Yeah.
You said tagged.
Well, okay, you tag him and he dies.
He's got a tag on his toe now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Sorry.
Toe
You
tag.
used that word to mean something different.
Okay, well, you
Yes.
tag him, you hit him,
Maybe
and he
start
falls
using
down.
you winged him.
Okay.
Be explicit, Ross.
All right, just calm down. All right.
Immerse
Yeah,
yourself
I said he was dead. All right.
Jesus, just check it. Immerse yourself in the richness that is the English language.
All right. The other one was going in an opposite direction, and in the time for you to zero in, shoot the guy, you lose track of the
What
others.
about the
So
5?
you're saying if they're going in opposite directions,
Yeah.
the only since
Well, not like
the-
180 degrees, are like veering off one
okay,
to the
but
northwest.
they are wasting time moving not directly away from us.
No, they're.
What
moving
about
away.
the 5?
5's not good
Easier
enough
to lead the shot.
because you're on the other side of the ravine. And what'd you get?
3.
3, yeah. So yeah, one guy is lost in the desert. So this will be an outdoorsman to track him. He's not wounded, so there's no blood trail. If you don't have outdoorsmen, you could make athletics and sense trouble checks to sort of brute force it.
Doesn't seem like it would be worth it, though. Just
Close the loop.
yeah,
Any
I
of you,
know.
are any of you making an outdoorsman check or any other type of?
I don't have.
I have
Any,
athletics.
or any? Do you? Any of you have any investigative abilities? Not just outdoorsmen that might be applicable.
Evidence
Natural
collection.
history, I would allow.
Evidence collection for tracking.
That'd be a 2-point spin for that because it's not. I would allow it, but it's a little more.
That's the only 2 points I have, but I'm not going to be able to use evidence collection anywhere else in the desert, so I'll do it.
All right.
I know that. This might be ruins.
Don't worry, I've got a point of it.
Natural history isn't a thing.
It is in some games.
Well,
Was it
this is
not
one
here?
of them.
Okay.
I spend my 2 points of evidence collection.
We also have survival pool points.
You can spend those.
That we can use.
Yeah, you can use
We
those.
also need to get back alive.
There's that bit.
We
But
can
you
add
spend the
this.
2 points of evidence collections, and you can see that while he is barefoot, he has embedded stone fragments in his feet. He's been walking on weird stone that you can track easily. That kind of reflects in your electric torchlight. Now that you notice it, so it's a very Sherlock Holmes of you. Good job.
No, I was just...
Yeah.
my eye.
Oh, yeah, in your eye. You just naturally notice. Everyone else is just like, what are you talking about?
Detective. That's what he does. Same thing.
Follow me on this, sir.
He is running. He's just going to keep running until you bring him down because he is just in a blind panic at this point.
Can I shoot in the direction of the footprints and try to nail him?
You eventually first everyone give me an athletics check to just catch up with him since Sean can be your bloodhound.
2 points.
Do we all? I mean, I'm
8.
for closing the loop.
All right.
But
Maybe
Sean is off in the
and maybe
shot
two
in
of
the
it-
dark.
Maybe
I got
two
it.
of us should stay
I got
behind
it
just in
crit.
case anybody.
All right, is anybody else
I'll
following
go
Sean?
with Sean.
All right.
So,
Okay,
I
so
critted it.
I'm going to spend 2 athletics and get a 4.
Okay,
I
you're not
critted,
quite.
though.
Okay, is anybody else following him?
no.
No.
Okay, so you two, you see him. You can make a firearms check.
I will spend 2
Okay.
and get 7.
You tag him. He falls down, even if you don't kill him. But you can roll damage.
5.
You don't quite kill him, so do you want to try and capture him, or you want to just plug him again?
Plug him again.
Plug him again.
All right, he's dead. You don't have to roll.
Okay.
Because he fell down. The bullet knocked him down. Bullets do that, believe it or not. So
This is not a kissing story, sir.
okay, well, congratulations.
ow, the streams crossed in my brain and it hurt.
So
Sonic reversal-
you can
revulsion.
figure out what your next step is because you have secured the entrance for now, at least.
How big is the entrance? Could we manipulate a boulder into it?
You could drive a truck. Well, you could drive a truck, but there's stairs. Pretty.
The question was boulder.
Yeah, boulders are smaller than trucks. So at least the boulders that are near the ravine.
We could roll a boulder into the hole,
I thought we wanted to go in the hole.
but
We
we
do.
could roll a boulder into the hole to
Because
kill
there's
whatever in the
no
hole.
way it's going to narrow along the way and
Look at
blank the
stuff.
entire thing.
But that means whatever's down there is now stuck. Problem solved. We're good.
We solved the problem. Problem solved.
I should just tell Ross that we
I
block the
feel
entrance and leave.
Like the lamplighters might have a different feeling about that. Also, giant bat.
If
But
it
if the
can't
bat's
get
in the
out,
hole,
yeah, if it can't get out of
The
the
bat
underground
could
temple,
probably-
Magic bat
Push
that
the boulder
disappears and
away.
eats electricity.
boulder in a hole. I say we go with that.
We can do that at the end.
We get out alive. Our job's done. Lamplighter's come back to us. Hey, that seems like a stopgap. Boulder.
we
Well,
could
okay,
light
I
a
mean-
truck on fire, push it through, and then push the boulder after it.
So,
And how much of our survival pool
yeah,
would we be
you want to
knocking
look
off?
back on 3 survival is what I'm hearing.
I'm having another beer. Is anyone else wanting another beer?
Still
No.
working on this one.
I'll take one, Ross.
All right.
Sorry if I'm being excessively fiddly about things tonight, but yeah, great big set piece in a Cthulhu game, even a pulpy Cthulhu game.
I say we just stick a boulder in a hole.
No, it's that you're right.
Boulder is again. It's probably 5 feet in diameter, something like that.
That's not a very big boulder.
It's really
It's
not.
big enough to block a truck because it is, especially because
So-
there's 4 of them.
We're really just looking at something that could clear a path.
But
What that
you
would
can look
announce us
at the
as
tunnel
well.
entrance. You look down. As far as your torch or your electric torches, flashlights can see are stairs leading down. The stonework is unusually smooth and precise.
But that is about all you can tell.
Does the tunnel narrow perceptibly?
Not in the range of your lights. It does look like it does go down quite a bit.
Well, if you're bound and determined for that plan, I'm not going to
Just forego stealth altogether.
No, I'm not gonna.
It is also
force it.
easily wide enough to drive a truck through if there weren't stairs. So the boulder,
Is it just going to keep going?
it's not going to block it up, or even if someone's on the stairs, they could just miss
Jump
the
out of
boulder
the way.
entirely. Because
Well, they hear. Well, yeah, they would hear beforehand.
But
just
would
to-
they have to make athletics checks to move out of the way?
probably, but if you, again, it is quiet. You don't hear anything coming out. For now, yes.
There was
Just slowly
peace in the
stealth
valley.
down there.
Yeah.
There
Are
were
there trucks nearby? Or-
Yes, there are trucks. And actually, Anne, you're the first to notice this. There are actually wires coming out of the tunnel that were like strung, like connected to the ceiling. You can see that there are electrical cables, and you actually hear a sound that you didn't really pay attention. But you follow the cables, and about 100 feet, about 50 feet behind the tunnel, but above ground, there's a little shed with a generator running, and like barrels of diesel fuel there.
This is above ground.
barrels of diesel fuel.
Now that
No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
diesel has to be under
Flaming
pressure to
boulder.
combust.
If you're not, what are you going to
It
do?
won't
It's not
ignite.
going to work that way.
Flaming boulder.
We have
That's not how diesel works.
Flaming boulder.
We can't. How are we compressing it?
Yeah.
Flaming boulder.
It's not happening.
he's really
Okay.
If it was gas,
Feel free.
Sean,
Okay,
there-
but we need to test it first. So siphon some out, cover the boulder in it, and light it. And see what happens.
The rest of us will be
Go
over here
for
making
it.
a plan.
5 hours later, John's flicking matches at a diesel-covered boulder.
Why is nothing happening?
Physics won't work.
Chemistry.
You actually do see that there are some electrical lights. The first one is about 50, 60 feet from the entrance, so just about where your flashlights give out. And that one is broken, but you can actually, as you look down, there is a little light down there. It's just a little speck from where you are. So,
However, if we wanted to maybe move the barrels and like rag up the bunghole and light that, it'll combust, but it doesn't explode.
Was to achieve.
Rolling barrel of fire down the stairs.
okay.
So all of these are really listening.
That's true.
Why were you so eager to
Okay.
kill that one guard who was escaped? Oh, yes, we must
Yeah.
preserve the element of surprise.
Surprise, right?
And then
Okay.
throw that right out the window.
The element of surprise is only useful if you use it for shock and awe.
Yeah.
We have the element of surprise. We can roll flaming barrels down the hole.
Yeah.
How about we sneak down the hole? No. Anne and I will sneak down and report back like reasonable people.
That's good.
You guys can stay here and play with
While we're
matches.
discussing that, you guys can do
Let's
that.
go.
All right, if you want to move,
I
the
give her a
barrels
little head
are a
nod
ways
and we
away from
go.
the tunnel.
No, we're spending so long talking about this.
We just
It's occupying the entire scene while this
Okay.
Bill and I are
Just
going
leave.
back and forth about the benefits of the flaming boulder versus the flaming barrel.
Right. So can
Okay.
Anne and I group stealth?
Yes.
I'm going to add to.
The boulder's not porous. How are you going to get enough in there to keep it
don't
flaming?
have-
Should I add like flammable discussions, things that can be exploded or set on fire, along with Australia jokes? Sure.
yes.
Do I have to do that?
No, I think that's a little too slated
How
against
many are you
me.
gonna do? I'll put it in one.
Yes.
A point. Okay.
I don't have very much left.
Cool. Oh, that's good. So we got 4.
Okay. The stairs continue quite a way. By the time you see the actual bottom of the stairs, it is over 300 feet.
Wow.
There are electrical lights hung sparsely but regularly illuminate the steps after the first 50 feet or so. So you wouldn't have seen it at the entrance. You begin to hear another put, 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 and you begin to see another electrical generator stationed at the bottom of the stairs.
Are there barrels of diesel here?
There are barrels of diesel at the bottom. The
and the temperature
ask.
begins to cool. Even for it is a well, you're underground. It is also very still. As are you going all the way to the bottom of the stairs because it's basically a tunnel, and then it opens up into a larger area. You can see that. But you're still in the tunnel right now. You can see the bottom of the stairs, but you weren't there yet. So do you want to go all the way down?
Do we
and
hear
see?
anything besides the generator?
Give me a sense trouble check. Both of you individually.
Amazing to me, Sean, how
gonna
fast you
spend one.
forgot that you were injured.
Oh man.
7.
How you completely forgot that you were injured while the 2 people who have first aid were still present.
There were flaming things.
Hey!
And you actually hear several things. Aside from the putt-putt of the engine, you hear actually little small squeaking sounds. And then you, for a moment, you identify them. Bats. Sounds like a mini
Does it
bat.
smell like guano in here?
You begin to smell a faint scent of guano. It's probably
It burns.
the. You also can hear very distantly a shout, someone yelling, the sound of a human yelling, but it's so far away you've lost all meaning. But someone yelling, screaming, something like that, you can't tell. It's so. You also smell the scent of a cooking fire, very distant. So that is what you could smell and hear from where you are with that check. So you can tell that you're somewhere near a cooking fire. There are bats nearby. There's people nearby.
There's lots of.
So, but that's all you can tell from the tunnel. So you're within sight of the bottom of the stairs. You haven't descended all the way. You don't have to make another stealth check. But do you want to continue down to see what's beyond the stairs?
Can we tell, I mean, based on the light, like, is this about to open up into a huge open space?
It seems that way.
Seems risky.
It's your choice, or you can go back up. Or what do you see?
We're still technically disguised as the cultists, so we.
Just a little bloody. It's still good. It's still good. Actually, no.
Blood?
Dude,
That's the
our
norm.
disguise check was like 9 or something like that.
That's true. It should cover a little bit of powder burn.
We could also have picked up their weapons after we killed them.
True, so we
Of course we
can.
did.
And we've learned better, and our guns are hidden.
Don't ask where.
We have our ways.
Yeah, we sent the
Can I
ladies.
just sort of
so,
like
I mean,
peek around,
obvious.
like
So
without
you're going
committing
up
my
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can
No.
both go down to see. You have to get pretty close to the bottom of the stairs,
No,
but you can do that without actually.
Right.
There
I
are.
should tell
There are.
how many
making another
like,
stealth check.
actual real life women you have interacted with.
All right,
No, there are stories about this. I'm not.
I am aware.
I just reached into the conversation.
I made a joke about how women hide things in their bras.
Secret pockets.
Aaron understood female anatomy differently.
And yes, Tom, Golden Gun, horrible
Yeah.
teenage thing we've all heard about.
Oh God, yes.
Or
no.
if we haven't, we don't need to.
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
no,
No,
that's.
yeah, can we? Yeah. Anyway, yes, please move on.
My guns in my.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can go down and see without having to make another stealth check. So she's going down to do that. Are you? Okay. So you both go down, and you can see. Both of you give me stability checks.
I'm gonna pass out down here, aren't I?
We've got plenty of stability.
6.
That's true,
All right.
actually. 4.
All right, both of you are not horrified, but just amazed at what you see. It is almost entirely dark, but in the distance, and what you can tell is a very great distance away, strings of light. The cultists have set up avenues of basically electrical lighting to find their way among. Well, you can see from the barest glimmer of the light the outlines of structures, towering buildings that you can only phantom their full sizes. But you are in the midst of the ruins of a great city, far beyond any modern metropolis, but far beyond what humans could possibly accomplish, what you would have believed impossible to achieve through engineering, through architecture. These cyclopean structures boggle your imagination, but it does not fill you with fear. It fills you with awe. The stillness. This is the home of a great intellect.
a culture beyond far advanced, perhaps humanity can once achieve these heights. But what happened to them, and where did they go? It is also still like a tomb. The dust hangs thick in the air, and aside in the ahead, you can see that there is there are multiple lights and shouting. It appears that there is some sort of bunkhouse or some sort of impromptu barracks that have been set up for the cultists to use near the entrance. But you could easily bypass it and follow one of the avenues of light, or rave your way through the other dark. There are many other corridors and roads available to you. You are at the edge of a great city, and it awes you. So you cannot.
So do we see any people?
You cannot see them yet, but you can hear them and smell them from this distance.
They're stinky people?
Well, no, the cooking fire. Yeah.
Also, yes.
Yeah. Well,
A lot of showering
You can
happening.
worship bats.
you can faintly detect the
Biofouling
latrine
odor, so you know.
nearby. They obviously.
They're baptized in guano, Ross.
All right.
Daily ritual of smearing guano.
The power of poop compels you.
But yeah, you are. So that's what you
Right
can
under
see.
the eyes, it cuts down on the glass.
But there are many dots of light in the distance, many avenues. They have obviously set up their own infrastructure here. They're probably you wonder how did they get this much fuel in these generators down here. It's many mysteries lie ahead
The
of you.
guano power generator.
Well, no, it's
Okay.
diesel.
No, it's diesel.
Yeah.
So
Biodiesel.
I say we go back up and
See if they're
report.
done with their
Squabble.
Probably not.
No, we're still going on.
their debate.
Obviously, we are coming to one of us is finally making a point as to why the other's plan won't work just as they come back out.
I'll
Did you
concede
even
to
We
the
will explain
barrel.
why neither of them will work.
All right.
Yeah.
They've been
Hey,
going
guys.
like this for an hour.
All right. So
Yeah.
you go back up.
He's a woman. I forgot about
I don't want to know where he's been hiding things.
So they're still arguing about it. I'm going to come back and give you a report. So you guys, what do you want to do? The way down there looks like it's clear. Looks like they're not
that.
expecting.
They said
to
there were more barrels of diesel in the hole, so we can still pursue that
We're all
option
over this
later.
city.
Yeah.
Oh, can we see if there's anything in those trucks?
Yeah, you can search them. It looks like both the trucks are in pretty poor repair. One of them was clearly from the mining camp that John Carver led and then drove here, and then they've been just abandoned to the elements. They've been stripped of everything useful. One truck has been partially cannibalized. It gives you, how do they expect to get out of here? One truck looks drivable if it maybe were fixed, scavenged parts from the other one, but that's one truck, and even crammed to capacity with cultists, that probably wouldn't get everybody across. So.
Flying pandas.
No. There's mechanical parts and things you could salvage if you wanted to, but they don't. They drove here and then left them here. So.
Just one way
Do you
ticket.
want to have one of our trucks nearby? We have 3 of them.
Well, if one of them's drivable,
But is it? He said we had.
We don't
repair.
know.
That would be
Mechanical repair.
That would be mechanical repair check. I was just going to say that.
So,
Go for it.
yep. Yay. I have a thing.
That's a thing.
I can do something.
I have no idea.
It's a truck, all right.
I'll take a look at it
That's
later.
what you get when you.
This dice is not.
here's an idea.
No,
Just hear me
I
out.
wasn't talking to you.
Wow. Instead of squabbling for the last hour, could we maybe have looked at the trucks earlier?
No backsies.
Aaron could have, because he wasn't really involved in
Okay.
that.
Yeah, Aaron.
Okay, so can I make one
It's
more
like-
roll?
Yeah,
then?
you can. If you want to fix it, yeah.
Okay, I'll make at least a one spend
Yeah,
on
you
mine.
need to spend at least 1 point to
Yeah.
reroll.
We might need the barrel of diesel for something else.
6 with the point, so.
All right. It'll take you about an hour of work, but you can get it to drivable. It's low on fuel, but it's not entirely.
There's barrels of diesel up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could certainly fuel it up.
And that plays into my second plan, okay? So we have one that's drivable now as a getaway. The other, as long as it still has the fuel tank,
Kaboom!
yeah, we rig.
The engine to it and
Yeah.
set it up.
We rig as an explosion as we're leaving. Excellent, pursued by bear.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, that would probably collapse the tunnel.
Yeah.
Assuming that is how this goes down.
Okay, when do we ever not leave Excellent Pursued by Bear?
Fair enough.
Wow.
Sometimes we're whisked away into the ether without knowing why.
Chased by giant polyp bear.
Sometimes we die.
Yeah, actually, Anne and Melissa, both of you are Cthulhu Mythos. You realize that the thing you hunted in the air with the aid of Nodens, you realize this must be its home. This is this massive underground subterranean realm. There's probably a lot more of them, and they're probably going to be attracted by really loud noises and things like explosions and fires.
Right, but that's leaving.
That's
Yeah.
when we leave.
It's not that we have to use it.
Yeah,
It's just
But remember the.
Oh, you could also make a spend right now if you wanted to. Either of them, because you go down there and you realize that.
like
Like we just have to
Mythos
tell you
spend?
what's spent?
Yeah, if you want to make a Cthulhu Mythos spend, I can give you more additional
Mythos.
information.
Sure.
Okay. You don't have to, actually, you do not lose sanity for this. But you do realize when the cultists meant wind deterrent, they must have meant that some sort of weapon to be used against those the flying polyp, because those are creatures of the wind. So they must,
Right.
and these things are around there. So, and considering how intelligent and just dangerous they are, they can't have made alliances or treaties, or they're not buddies with all of them. So they have some sort of weapon of alien design that can be used against those things.
And they made reference to it. being
Yeah,
through the
perhaps
bunker.
weapons that their ancient enemies once designed to use against them.
such as the ones we've already been told about.
Yes, so the cultists have those lightning weapons, like the ones you saw being used in New York, but perhaps even more effective. Who knows? So you have an idea of what they can use and what the cultists are afraid of, because they're probably they may have been attacked or harassed by the wind, as it were. So anyway, what do you guys want to do? You could easily sneak down. You could bypass the bunkhouse entirely.
I say we break the wind.
Well, the wind is not your problem. The wind is just an incidental force here. And I'm just going to count the point anyway.
Thank you, Ross.
Everybody knows fart jokes are native to Australia.
Land of sunshine and
Blame it
farts.
on their bad beer.
Anyway. All right. So the path. There are multiple paths around you. From past the bunkhouse, you can see it veered off to the left and to the right. There are multiple avenues of lights, essentially, little rows of electric lights, kind of like street lamps, only a little cruder. But you realize they must have a network of generators running. But that's all you can tell about which way. I mean, you could see there are just hundreds of lights out in the distance, but you couldn't really figure out the distance unless you get closer in.
Question before we get too far. Can
Sure.
we take a second and spruce up our disguises real quick?
You could.
Okay. We do
That'd be another disguise check, obviously, or spend. I just 2-point disguise spend.
Okay, I'll spend that.
I'll, as a group, though,
Yeah, it's a group.
I'll spend one.
Okay, I'll spend them too.
Are they like hurting quality wise?
You guys do get blood on them and
Yeah,
stuff like
they're
that.
from all the gunshots.
Well, actually,
No, if he got
gunshots would
stabbed
be
with
kind
a
of.
spear-
You
I've been
don't want to
speaking
smell like
of
you've been
which,
shot. Yeah.
first aid would be nice.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to take the
Anybody have
spearheads
first aid
out of
for
me,
Yeah, I'll give you 2 points to first aid.
So
It
it's
was
4
far,
hit
it
points.
can't come out. Sorry.
Or actually, preparedness to see if we to have had looked into the bunkhouse to see if there's any other clothing that we could
You're
supplement
not
with that.
at the bunkhouse.
Oh, sorry.
The
Yeah.
bunkhouse has people in it.
Oh.
You can
Yeah,
smell
we
their
couldn't
dinner
get it,
cooking.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so
So we just take a second and patch him up.
Sure.
and dust
And
ourselves off.
you also
Start all over
you basically try and disguise the scent of gunpowder because you've been shooting guns and that. Like,
That's how that works.
yeah.
yeah.
You don't want to alert them to the fact that you have guns.
but we now all have back clubs, right?
If you want to carry them around, if you roll 1 and win a tagging with a bat club, then, you're going to have a bad time. Because, those bat teeth can, I gripped it a
Let's show
little.
the spears so we look.
I have that spear.
Yeah.
You could all have spears or machetes.
Machete.
Or pickaxes.
I choose machete.
Okay.
So before
Always
we
go
go
upstairs.
in here, I feel like we should think about what our light source is going to be. Do we
That's
have?
pretty lit.
Well, what if
Well, if the
lights
generators
go
go down, so
The generators could damage you.
But we all have electric torches because things.
basics to the game.
No, yeah, you all have one flashlight,
We
and
just haven't hidden
you'd
the
have to
roads until
make-
we're...
you have a flashlight with one extra battery, one extra set of batteries.
We could soak some rags in diesel and put them in our pockets.
Yeah.
That would disguise the smell.
No, we just
So you'd be walking around as a flammable object.
Yeah.
I wasn't exactly serious.
Okay.
Combustible.
It would be preparing a check to have more. But yeah, you all have your own flashlights. If you want something like a flare gun or something like that, that would be preparedness. So yeah, but
So, if you wanted the flare
the thing is, you two could see that there were paths other than the ones that they lit up. They only lit up part of the city.
I'll roll a preparedness flat for a flare gun.
Okay.
4.
I'll give you a flare for that. You could have, or 2 flares.
2 flares. Sweet.
Yeah.
2 flares.
No flare gun though. That would definitely be a 6.
I will roll that.
You're not at sea, so like.
So,
Or survival pool points. You could, I'd just say 2 point survival point. Yeah, eat those survival points. Are you rolling?
I can roll. Yeah, I'll roll preparedness. So I will put 3 into that.
Sure.
Boy really wants his flares. Or gun. Well, just
5.
5. Yeah, you have 3 flares.
What's the ground? Is it rocky?
Above ground or below ground?
But we
Below
still
ground
don't have a
stone.
flare gun.
It's stone.
Yeah.
Can I grab some
Pop 'em.
pebbles to bring with
Let 'em
us?
go.
Sure. Yeah. You could have.
To mark our path in case it gets...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good way. I'm not. Yeah.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
No, it was clever.
To make them distinct, yeah, you could, because there's a lot of pebbles there. But you could, yeah, you could actually leave coins too if you want to do that, something like that.
But coins are interesting, so I'm fine with them.
They're going
Fair
to pick them up.
Well, the thing is, how do you make your
Now I
pebbles
can
stand out
afford
from the other?
HBO.
So it's just pebbly everywhere, you're saying?
Well, not everywhere, but I mean, they're ruins. They're not like there's no guys
I think
sweeping
make
all
a
over.
little pile of
Okay, yeah, all right, little box.
Carven from the living stone.
You know, you
Yeah.
like stack them and.
Okay, well, I just wanted to know.
Oh yeah, we can get we can
Okay,
get small
okay.
rocks from the top and put them in our pockets.
You can
so.
do that anywhere. You just take you a little time to do that. So if you're running away, you can't do that. But.
Ross, we will find a way to make them distinct.
All right, so you all head down the tunnel. Are you? I assume you're leaving your trucks behind with the NPCs.
Yeah.
You can go back and tell them.
So were we entirely against rigging the derelict truck?
I vote for rigging anything to
That
blow.
sounds fine to me.
That would be an what is it?
Mechanical
Explosives?
repair?
Mechanical.
Or
Really
demolitions.
repairing
Yeah, I love it.
Demolitions is not a thing, Ross.
Or explosives. Sorry.
is- But I think we
anyone
actually
have-
have
I don't
none
know
with
any
that. But
All right, mechanical. I'd allow mechanical repair.
All right, can we do it in a group between Bill and
If you,
myself?
yeah, if you're working
Okay.
together.
I'll spend my last mechanical repair on that. So.
I'll spend
Yeah, you don't.
3. Why not?
You wanted to- that was
So
a good
5.
choice.
5.
Okay, you rig it up. You can set it off pretty much within like a couple rounds of action.
Right. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I assume you want to roll the truck into the tunnel first before you're dead.
No. This is for getting away.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it would be kind of near the end.
It's something that we can
Well,
hit once we're running
The
out.
truck's
so.
right here in the middle of the canyon. It's even if you blow it up, it's not going to hurt the tunnel
No,
because it's too far.
distraction.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Diversion.
It won't.
Yeah.
It won't collapse the tunnel unless it's in the tunnel. But yeah,
It's just
if you
mainly
want,
if
if you
we're
want
running
to,
away
yeah,
from
if you want
the
action to
bright burning
detonate.
flame.
Well, okay.
You can put it in
Have
neutral.
they stripped the axles off?
No,
Okay.
there's the driver.
We can
Then
push
as
it.
part of it, we're going to put it in neutral.
Yeah.
Between the 3 or 5 of us,
Okay.
I mean, it's in neutral. It doesn't have a lot on it.
Yeah.
We roll it over, not directly in
Right.
front, but
Okay.
yeah.
Really dang close.
You move it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cultists will know you've been here because, well, also the 8 dead cultists.
Yeah.
Right. At this point,
Unless we
someone might
cover them with
notice
sand
something.
or the dingoes caught them.
Well, they'll also be like, where did those 8 guys
Yeah,
go? Like,
there is that part.
they're finding good help these days.
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of
Land
turnover in the desert. So
Deserters.
you head down.
Oh.
You head down to the bottom of the stairs. Everyone else who has not yet seen the city, give me your roll. Stability.
I think it's really pretty. And that's
2.
Okay.
3.
3.
All three. You are not awed. You are stunned in fear as you see.
These guys.
You realize man will never accomplish this. We're but ants compared to these
Polish
titans.
it and put it back just to make sure.
You realize your man's greatest endeavors are insignificant acts compared to these mighty intellects. You will crumble into dust and fade away, and the rest of the universe won't even notice.
Ozymandias.
You're very insecure. 1 point of stability. Also, there might be flying horrible monsters that will rip you apart.
Isn't that just pretty
Is this what my brother saw?
Perhaps.
Is that a gog?
Yeah. So, you could bypass the bunkhouse if you want. That would be a group stealth check, or you could walk in there and infiltrate it, or scout it out, see how many guys are in there, or I don't know. That's the first thing in front of you is the bunkhouse. You could
Or
hear.
not.
What could we gain by going?
Question.
Lightning gun.
Yeah. Also, if the possession of firearms indicates higher rank, could we not also pull the I outrank you card?
Provided
We're this new, so that's...
Well, and we don't
But
know
we're the
who,
new command.
but we don't know who the current command is or who we're talking to.
Yeah, so that's until we establish that.
I feel like the conversation will very quickly and not
Right.
So probably we should just avoid the lightning gun. Fun, but we probably should avoid it at this point.
I don't know. I like the lightning gun.
We could send 2 people in just to ascertain its whereabouts, just so we know where it is. Not do anything with it yet.
You were told to go get the lightning
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah, lightning gun
No
check.
objective.
Did that guy tell us his name? He did, right, Ross?
No.
He was a little too busy being dead.
Yeah, you did shoot him pretty much after he gave you that order. That was the order of action.
Made me kill
Do
him.
this. Option B, let me shoot you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot you. Yeah.
But could we have taken something of his to indicate?
They don't have wallets. They don't have ID cards.
What about limbs?
They did have limbs. They do have
Hey, I met
limbs.
this guy. Here's his head.
I got orders to take the lightning gun. That's right.
Like the corporate had.
How many points do we have in Intimidate across the group? Hey, this guy said I should come get the lightning gun.
What happened to him? He's been discharged.
I did.
Oh.
So yeah, what do you want to do? You want to?
Or we could bypass it entirely.
Okay.
That's probably better.
Yeah, because lightning gun versus us
We
getting
don't
killed
even
for
know how to
lightning
use
gun.
the thing.
Well, they're clearly not on alert, but once they discover that their comrades are dead, they will probably go on alert. Yeah.
We could just take advantage of the not being on alert to get the lightning gun.
Right. We could burn
then-
down the bunkhouse and sift through the ashes.
I could.
Assuming the lightning gun's going to survive.
They took
And if it doesn't, it will probably explode
And
so
bring everything.
spectacularly that we won't have to worry about that portion of the cult anymore.
And us depending on how close we're on to the
We are in
bunkhouse.
True.
Doesn't matter. I like this plan.
Underground explosions have a tendency
To kill
to
him.
a little extreme. We're just gonna pass.
You do see, actually, as you step in a little further, it looks like there are bats overhead, many of them. They're moving about, kind of, as bats kind of do.
Doing bat
But
stuff.
they look a little odd. They don't. Those of you with outdoorsmen, you don't recognize the species. Something's about a little off, but they're up there. You can't really do a close
It's
examination.
Australia, most poisonous bats in the world.
Venomous.
Only venomous bats in the world.
But the other
That
thing
makes them
is,
the most.
it looks like there's very little guano, surprisingly little guano. What little there has been looks like it's been scraped away. It looks like the cultists do have some hygiene standards. Or maybe they're just afraid of starting big-ass fires and explosions down here. At any rate, you don't know what happened to it, but it's gone.
Obviously, they're selling it.
Yeah, clearly.
They've got to have some sort of cash flow.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ruins cosmetics.
So what do you guys want to do?
These days, the explosives.
If you want to take out the bunkhouse, what's your approach? You can only see that it's a kind of a wooden structure. You can't really tell much out at this point. There's light coming.
How big is it? Is it like?
Can't tell from this distance. You have to get closer.
Okay. So we can either sink a bunch of resources that we might need later into
Yeah.
getting a lightning gun that might pull our asses out of the fire.
And I don't know about you guys, but I'm low on important things.
Yeah.
So,
My main thing that I still
Feeling
have is the ability to run like hell.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Which is a useful ability in this game.
All right, so you're going to
especially
bypass the bunkhouse. That will be a stealth check. Because you do have to get within about 50 feet of it. And there's
Is it a group stealth roll?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I will throw my last point into it.
Anybody else put any points?
I can put a point in.
Who's
I ain't got
rolling?
none.
I've got one. So this will be.
We won't possibly need it again.
Yeah, let's keep mine.
Keep yours.
Okay.
Is there any way to sync preparedness into that?
How? There's no. It's like a cliff side. You don't have chameleon. Clubs.
I know. That's just bullshit. Anyway.
Ninja smoke bombs
Felt
would
some
actually
fun
not
in
help
my
with the
shoes, so we're
stealth.
quiet.
Yeah. So just, the only thing I can think of is like, well, take our shoes off and be
We've been
quiet.
picking things up in the cavern, and you improvised a ghillie suit
Yeah.
out of rocks and dust.
And guano.
No. So yeah, go ahead and make it. Who's rolling? +2 bonus, right?
Anne's rolling.
Someone who's not in. No offense.
8.
8. All right. You are
As proven.
very stealthy. You coordinate with each other. You can see
Hover across the
it is a one-story wooden structure that has been built along a main plaza or of some sort. Looks like it's been divided into 4 rooms. There are crude windows that have been cut out, and there's light coming from it. And you can hear men yelling and shouting to each other.
It sounds
Chanting.
like the taverns from Sid Meier's Pirates.
A little bit, yeah. It is very. The smell is much stronger when you get closer. It looks like they're cooking.
People?
Yes, people, meat.
Why is it always
bad?
covered?
There's no showers, so yeah. But yeah, you can get past it pretty easily.
We found Nick Nolte's lost summer home.
They are not on alert yet. So, so you go past it, and you can see that the path veers off. You can go towards your left, or you can go towards the right. Along the right, you can see there's another fork head on the right. But that's you want to keep going on the right side path, or do you want to go left?
Which tunnel looks longer? Can we tell?
They actually are. It looks like the one on the left is a little longer, but they're very close in size.
Silly question: are there any kind of markers or signs that the cultists have put up to for their own navigation?
A staircase in
signs.
both directions.
Invaders, go this
I mean,
way.
they set
Our
up
guy here, eternal death here.
I checked the signpost. How many miles to Hackensack, New Jersey?
Sorry, this only goes to Hoboken.
You always need to leave the left turn at Albuquerque, so I
Let's see here. Actually, everyone give me a sense trouble check.
Damn it.
4.
2.
I'll put 2
5.
into that. Nope.
I got 5.
5.
4 and 5 are the highest. Everybody else got 1s, 2s, and 3s.
The 5 you can see on the right path. It looks. You can see that there's something passes in front of one of the lights for a moment. Something human sizes.
Skitter.
It doesn't. It's not a giant monster. Whatever it is, it's human sized. And
So
along
it's
the
not
left
frostbite.
path, there's a break in the light. It looks like a brief break in the light. Looks
Like a shadow?
no, like there's a place where they didn't hang a light for some reason.
Okay.
Well, Crowley always said good things about the left-hand path.
Okay.
Over to the left.
You can head to the left.
Either way, I pull one of my knives out.
Okay, you head to the left.
Spear at the ready.
Scrape.
All right, so you find out pretty soon. It takes you about an hour to get where the light breaks because you realize the distances in here are tremendous. This place is
Cyclopean.
just must be miles to a side. This is far larger in area than any city on Earth. Their country's probably smaller than this.
Liechtenstein.
Yeah,
France.
exactly, yeah.
No, that's insignificant, not small.
Yeah, but the break in light is because there is
French
rubble in the way.
listeners, I would like to
There are several
apologize.
pillars and other massive pieces of rock, of stonework, blocking your path. Looks like there is a way to climb up, to climb over it and then get back down. And there is some breaks in it. You could either wiggle your way through or climb over it. But looks like they didn't have a place to hang a light up. So if you want to get by it, that would be an athletics check. let's see here. To climb around it.
Done 2 points.
Yeah.
5.
3
2.
points.
2.
Yes. 7.
4.
7.
5.
Everyone got 4 or higher.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you're not being.
Oh,
You're,
aggro crap.
you can take this at your leisure. It's not that hard. And you're not being attacked, or you're not in a rush. So you can take your time, and you can get over it fairly easily. But the sheer size of it. So the lights come up ahead to a large, like a square. Well, it's actually more like a circular plaza of some sort. But as you get there, let's see. It is less well lit than the others. You can see that it is only as you approach it. You can see there's a huge stone ring atop. You can't quite tell what it is. There's a great stone ring on top of something. It's like a massive plate, and there's some gap between it and the path you're taking. You can see the path goes up to the north and continues on to the west. So it forks off again. But there's something underneath the plate, the ring. And it's kind of some sort of slight bluish light that sort of flares up and then disappears again.
Question: does my eye interact with it at all?
Well, you actually can't see it. You see
The glow from it.
You see the glow from it. You don't see it. You have to get closer to the plate or the gap between the plate and the path in order
Does
to see
it interact with the glow?
The plate, by the way, is like 30 yards across and looks incredibly thick too. So this is absolutely titanic in size.
All hail.
So do you want to go closer to the gap to look down to see what it is?
Nope.
Yep.
All right. So
I'll go with him too.
Don't read the books. That's where they keep the madness.
all right, the two of you go there. You look down, and you see an eye floating in a sea of flesh. There is something writhing underneath the plate.
So, stability.
Oh yeah, no, please do it.
2.
Okay.
1.
Okay, that's 4 stability and 1 sanity.
I am at 0.
You were shocked. You realize this is just basically a weight to keep whatever this thing is down there.
The man down.
The gap itself is about a foot across, and it looks like about 10 feet thick. But it looks like it's just this sort of oddly placid sea of writhing flesh, kind of just, flowing almost like lava, but, leathery and pink, and just eyes sort of slowly growing and then occasionally popping. A mouth appears. It starts...
I like Shoggoth.
Yeah, well...
This sounds like a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
the Dr. Seuss creature.
Yeah, you think it might be trying to say something through one of its mouths. Do you want to stop and listen, or do you want to...
Yep.
All right, what about the rest of you? They both look freaked out at what they see. You could step across the gap. It's only a foot across. Onto the plate, and then go on to the north or west and abandon your friends, or try and shake them out, or what? What do you guys want to do?
Abandon.
I'm not looking down there.
I mean, presumably we're going to need to, put the cover back on the Shoggoth pot at some point, but...
So you, just step across it and let... Okay.
Listening.
All right, so you deliberately...
In the words of the 70s, keep on trying.
Everyone's stepping across the plate and trying not to look at it. Roll a d6. On a 1, you accidentally look down.
Pull a Lot's wife. No
Yep.
problem.
All right, you guys are fine? All right.
Yep.
So, Sean, you're standing there walking. It's
listening.
whispering something, but
What's
you're
it
just...
whispering?
You can't tell.
What's
It's
it
too
whispering?
quiet. You need to... If you could climb down between the gap...
No,
Don't do it.
that's a bridge too far.
It's a
off.
trap.
Nice try.
Yeah, we're just moving
Walk
on.
away.
Just kind of tugging at your arm, like, let's go. This is that's a thing.
All right. Let's see here. All right, so you are at this intersection. You can go back the way you came, or you
We
can
can go and walk backwards back to where we were.
or you can go to continue going to the west, or you can go north. So you can hear the putt of a generator from the west slightly. Looks like there's another gap, another bit of rubble ahead of you. Yeah, everyone give me some struggle check.
4.
Been those last 2.
4.
Okay.
8.
You can see there's definitely one person, or actually there's a group of people walking or sort of milling about on the north towards the far end. You can't tell what they're doing. Well, actually with an 8, it looks like they're maybe digging, mining something, maybe excavating part of a path out along the side. Yeah. So you can do that. So there's a group of workers to your north.
So they're a minute work.
Yes.
That deserves it.
Sean is just trying to win.
I'm surprised that you didn't know that that's what he was trying to do.
No. I just want to clarify that for the listeners at home.
Okay.
I'm surprised that the listeners at home didn't
already know. I'm sure in the comments they will let us know. So it looks like there's more traffic, there's more activity going on the path to the north. You can also tell looks like there's another wooden, more lights up ahead, like a cluster of lights. Maybe a structure, or they put more lights up in that region for some reason. It's kind of hard to tell, but because they're really far away. But to the west, it certainly looks like less traffic.
So there's plot to the north.
Does anyone have an idea what we're actually supposed to be doing here? Because I actually have no idea what we're doing.
Kill the thing!
Kill the beast!
You actually have a good idea that one of the members, John Carver, came here to dig this out. But you have reason to believe that he is Robert Huston from the Carlisle expedition.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
I never made that connection.
We do.
There have been some clues. And he's obviously up to no good. And again, this is probably some area very important to the whole ritual that will end civilization. So you have to find out what the significance of this area is, of this city, to the ritual that will end civilization. So Huston will know, so you need to find him, or his notes, or his documents. They're obviously up to something here. So this is... And the Lamplighters want you to go here for some reason, and probably they're obviously the people who worship this intellect, the civilization that was responsible for this. So there is that as well. So that is the major clues. Basically, it's still a mystery. You don't know exactly what the significance of this area is, but it has something to do with the ritual that's going to end be really bad.
So wouldn't it be easier if we just rigged the whole place to blow?
Well, this place is... You don't have...
Huge.
Yeah.
But they have generators placed at convenient...
But to try to set them
They're
up
small generators. They're compared to the size of this place.
Yeah.
Again,
Trying to set them up in
Possible, not explosive. I got it.
Not
really.
Knocking all the generators out probably would not.
huh?
No.
No, it really is.
I know.
I mean, you could set the compression in such a way.
Actually, we know the simple solution. But we need the simple solution. Just go back, talk to the Lake Shoggoth, let it run wild. We're good.
Excellent plan.
It's gonna eat everything.
So your plan is to unleash a Shoggoth on the world.
Provided
No,
that
under
that's
here.
what it is.
Yeah, we don't actually know for sure to put that thing up.
It's just a big ball of flesh. It could be a polyp.
Yeah, the previous one didn't have eyes or mouths, but what?
I'm going to stand up for a minute.
Yeah. Everybody have a stretch break.
Yeah.
How do we? How about
Yeah. So, all right, Bosley.
We now pause.
All right, and we're back.
Tea break accomplished.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Bill. So you just past the Titanic Horror, the beneath the city. Sean, you actually believe that you saw it extend past the stone plate. You wonder how much farther it extends under the rest of the city. Perhaps you don't want to speculate about that. But anyway, it's incredibly large. So you can, but yeah, you can continue on to the west, or you can go north.
So those seem to be your choice. The north has the workers. Looks like there's generators along both paths. And there seems to be more concentration, more lights coming from the north, with Bill since trouble check. So an area of more traffic, something like that. So yeah, what do you want to do? Or you could go back and look at the routes you've already taken.
So people, not people.
Not people?
Not people.
Not people.
I'm generally into not people.
All right, fair enough. So you continue along the way, and you come as you're going along the path. It takes you another hour and a half. Mark off a point of survival as you have to eat, and you come against another generator that's running. There's several barrels of diesel by it. Running the lights of your hair, and you can see ahead.
The light, the promise of safety.
Question.
Yeah.
If the bat we encountered earlier is basically a flying EMP, might it not be useful to prep the diesel barrels in advance for lighting them as we go on the way out, just in case there's a massive EMP and all the electricity goes away?
I guess it can't really do a lot more to show what path we've come by.
I mean, if you want to try and sabotage diesel generators, you can.
No.
No.
He's
It's right
talking
to
about prepping them to light them as torches on our way back.
We could actually set the flares though to kind of hit them as.
That's
Flares,
true.
And because I have 3
I have
and
2.
we have 5 total, so
Yeah, it would take 2 actions: one to open up the fuel tank, and then the second one to put the flare in. So I assume that would be how you do it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
set for the pump, and then just I guess preparedness to have some sort of tape where you can just rig it to the side and basically run and hit it as we go. So.
Well, it's either going to be in the fuel tank or it's not. I mean,
So.
if it's not in the fuel tank, I don't see how it's going to detonate.
Well, not detonate with the barrel. We're just light. We're using it for light. We're not blowing it up. So.
Well, I mean, setting on fire. I mean, it's not soaked in diesel fuel. I mean,
Oh, sorry. Were there not long pieces of cloth involved? I figured you would.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was thinking long pieces of.
Okay, yeah, well,
Okay,
that would
so-
you could open it up, put a
Right.
make it
That's what I
into
meant by
it.
rigging.
Okay, yeah.
Unscrew bung.
Yeah, you don't have to make any rolls for that.
Nah.
Anybody who goes by is going to see that. So
But like I said, it's not like it's going to somehow make our path more obvious.
We'll just put up a note: new ritual, do not disturb.
yeah, no, that'll work. They'll believe
No
that.
one will be
yeah.
suspicious.
Signed, Father Bat.
Wow.
Yeah, that always works.
Master of espionage. So continue on along the pathway. You come to another plaza that only goes to the north. It is again the size of these this plaza, or all of these architecture. You can see, you can begin to get a sense more of the city itself. You're actually in paths that would not have been exposed to light when the city was around itself. Like these are underground paths, or like interior paths between buildings and structures. You realize there must be much more to the city above you. In fact, you're probably towards the base of it. The entire city must have been buried. Do any of you have geology?
Yes.
Have
All right.
archaeology possibly could that?
Or yeah, if you
I have both.
both you give me. Well, you don't have to make ability checks. It's 0 point. You realize the age of this in the hundreds of millions of years.
Antediluvian even.
Antediluvian, yes. This is far beyond that a species of this intellect, clearly not human. Now, you kind of suspected that from just the scale of architecture, but you realize there's no way.
And so now the dead horse is being eaten more.
But yeah, there's no stability check. But you are, this is only part of it. You realize that the excavation there must be like using these interior, basically like think of like the skywalks between the hotels at the Gen Con.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the equivalent. Well, in terms of architectural speaking, yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah.
It just,
Gen Con 2015.
And it was
go.
buried under several million
this
tons
will not be
yeah.
posted before then.
Yeah.
He's got so much to post.
Oh, I know.
Well, yeah, I just posted London, so, or episode 5.
All of Kenya.
Yeah, well, and London.
And the
I
rest
just
of
start.
London.
Yeah. Anyways, you get to the plaza. Margot and Sulan, as you step in there, it starts to brighten up immediately. Light seems to be pouring in from the you actually recognize that there are windows there, or they were windows before they were shuttered. And the entire place starts getting brighter and brighter. Both of you, give me stability checks.
Like daylight?
Yes, like daylight is leaking into
Coming
the...
through the shutters.
Yes.
Okay.
But no, they're opening up. You can...
5.
All right, both of you, you begin to stop and pause and wonder as you can see the place seem to fill up with light, and the windows open up to reveal a landscape, not rock. And you begin to see shapes like shadows, indistinct, moving about. Large shadows, larger than a human's, but sort of moving about. You can't make out their shape. Both of you. What is your reaction to this?
To seeing the shapes?
Yes, and to seeing the light, to see this.
I'm confused because I thought it was nighttime.
It was, but now you're seeing something
It's been
different.
several hours.
Is there anything to kind of duck behind?
Yeah, you could hide. So that's your first reaction.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right. What is Margot's first reaction to this? She is.
I've
She
got a
could.
gun.
All right. All right.
Not a girl.
Trusty Margot. I'll hide. You do that.
All right.
Are the rest of us?
Yeah, why is no one else?
You look around. You don't see them. They're both. At this point, both of you give me one more stability check.
Us again?
Yeah. Your companions disappeared.
5.
All right, 1 stability loss. So Sulan, you're still holding together. You see these shapes, and you see that they're outlined. They're moving about with purpose, and you begin to hear sounds, kind of like someone talking just at the edge of your hearing. You can just almost make it out. So. Is your character's initial reaction just fear or curiosity?
Probably curiosity.
Or are you all right? So you lean in, trying to hear them, trying to understand what's going on. Margot, shit's going bad. Everyone's disappeared. You can kind of see Sulan. The shapes are coalescing, taking a greater form or a more solid form. You begin to see them. They're not human at all. They are rather large, like almost like a snail if it was upright, if it had limbs. A terrible shape. There are claws. Your heart's racing.
I'm assuming it's nothing like anything I've ever seen.
No, it is very alien to you. So, do you try and escape, or are you going to stand your ground and try and fight it, or do you? I don't know. What is your character's initial reaction?
Are these things above us?
They're moving around you. In fact, one is moving right towards you. They're on the ground level, but they're larger than you.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah. So what do you do?
I don't see anybody.
You don't see any other human.
Okay, I'm probably gonna go back to the tunnel
All right, so you try to escape.
because I don't know where anybody is.
All right, yep, no, that's the first reaction. So you go back out, and it's dark again, and you're back exactly where you were, just as about to step in the plaza. You give me one last ability check. You must have hallucinated the entire thing.
Fine.
No, that was it was nothing.
Can I see everyone now?
Yeah, you can see everything. Everything.
Can she see me?
Yes, but let's see how you're going to react. So, Sulan, you're beginning to hear them. You can hear the sounds more distinctly. You hear the syllables. You can almost understand it.
What is the sense that I'm getting of this?
They are intelligent beings having a conversation about what you can almost make it out. It's your head's beginning to hurt. It's pounding. It hurts tremendously. Your mind to try and stay focused, to listen in. But do you continue to strain on trying to listen, or
yes.
you just all right? One more stability check. Last one.
No problem.
All right. You listen it, and somehow you begin to understand it. It becomes intelligible. And
Planning a birthday party.
The guy that says.
and they are talking about the migration. We must transcend our forms soon. It is time. No, we cannot yet. Until we deal with the anomaly. If one of us is left behind, it will cause paradox. We must get it. We must get the one who was fractured back. We will send our agents into that era to do this. It is already having repercussions. You can already tell. Look, they are already here. We can see their echoes now, and they both turn to you. You should not have seen this, and you are flung back into you step again. It was like it all happened in an instant. You were about to step into the plaza.
We got a plot.
Yeah.
You're welcome, guys.
You get a sense of why you're here now. There is a member of the species has been taken here through time somehow, and it has been fractured. It is they said something. The many who are one. That phrase flows through your mind. So
Shocking, even.
yeah. So Margaret, you think about it a little minute. You think. Did I see this place from another time? A hallucination? A vision of the past? Or of the future? So, Margot's...
Or of the past, future,
Yeah.
future, past, or the third subjunctive.
Yeah. The rest of you, yeah. You're just like, whatever.
No, guys, really, it's a big deal.
Yeah. Do you tell your other party members what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll role play that out.
Some things you don't keep to yourself. Hey guys, guess what I think I saw, I heard, I don't know, but I know I have to tell you this, so I tell them.
Okay.
I want to investigate with my eye.
Okay,
that
give me a
way.
stability check.
They were like right over
6.
there.
Okay. You begin to see the shapes moving through. And you see Sulan looking at them, or a shadow that looks like her, almost. But then one of the larger shapes moves towards you. And then give me a stability check.
2.
You take a point of health damage as you reel back as if struck, and you fall.
Ow.
Your head throbs with pain.
I start writing down a new pulp story. Bitch slapped by the Ithian.
You can make of that what you will. The plaza itself now is dark and covered in dust, as it has been for countless eons. Yeah.
This makes perfect sense to me as a parapsychologist. It's just the reverse of lost time.
Yeah.
They gained time. It's found time.
Yeah.
You might call it dream time.
Adventure time. No.
The only place to continue on is north. So you head that way. But you find another pile of rubble blocking your path. You can still clamber over it, but that's another athletic check.
So we saw guys mining in front of us.
That was back at the last
Okay.
junction.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is a path going north, but parallel to that one.
Okay.
Okay,
that's
but we
fine.
can see about climbing over it.
Dumping 2. Got an 8.
All right.
I scramble over like a little lemur.
All right.
So an angry ghost?
4. Okay.
I'm spending 1,
Okay, that'll work too.
3.
Ha! Latin's funny.
Not quite good enough.
Not quite good enough.
As you're climbing over, your hand slips and you fall. You land quite solidly and take 3 points of damage.
Ow! I'm a
You
little shaken from that last experience.
yeah.
Medic.
But you continue on ahead. You can stop. The path continues. It veers to the northeast a little bit, and then continues on. But there is a side path open up at front of the generator, so you can explore the side path, which looks like it's quite short.
Going
to the southeast. So, like, it's going northeast and it's just veering off.
So this path to the north is further to the west. So
Yes.
if a side path cuts back to the southeast, unless it's terminal, it rejoins the other line.
Roundabout, so we can check it. So
Okay.
I'll
So
go ahead,
you
I'll go ahead and take a look at it.
are you just going in by yourself?
Anybody else wanting to come with me? Or
I'm not
go.
saying we have to. I'm just.
I just jerked
I was
myself
just
in
You
the
can-
finger
yeah.
for a second.
okay, I'll take it out on my own. So
All right.
now is when I die.
Are you sneaking or are you just walking in?
I'll try to sneak.
Sure.
I will also.
I have no points in it, but well,
All right.
Wait, am I going with you?
you can.
So
So
I guess we both have to sneak.
yeah,
All right. Go for it.
4.
3.
All right. You creep through it. You actually kick a
Oh,
it's a glass tube. It looks like a vacuum tube, but not of a design you recognize. And then you look ahead. You can see through the halls and long empty rooms, the straggling string of electric lights beckons into a room which is thoroughly lit. About 20 square feet. You find a jumble of crates and parts. As you look through them, you can see there are hundreds of parts of various.
Start building a lightning gun.
Do you have electrical repair or anything like that?
mechanical. Oh yes, I do have electrical repair.
All right, you can make a check to analyze what you see.
That was my answer.
What?
Way to go!
I can't figure out what slugs were the lamp.
6.
All right.
Like, oh, they're Yippians. Like, well, so
Yes.
The gear is of very advanced earthly manufacture, or actually some of it is of alien design and construction. Circuits that appear to be soldered with a level of precision you cannot possibly imagine human technology being able to copy. Much of it is of no known commercial design, bears no manufacturer's strike mark. Some of the gear clearly is been dug out from ruins and is still covered in dirt and dust. Some parts were made in Germany or Britain and imported here. The crates have the stamps showing that it has been
Also Maker's Marks.
yeah. You can recognize transformers, power supplies, junctions, and fuse boxes, and unorthodox vacuum tubes. But much more is inexplicable.
What would a 1-point mythos spend get me?
At this
Proton
point,
packs?
nothing. You
It's a
can.
computer. You need to touch it.
Can we build proton
These are
packs?
spare parts. There's no one machine here. It looks like
We
this
can
is.
build whatever we want.
We can't.
You could try to build something. There is a
Build
lot of
proton
stuff.
pack.
Or lithium-ion batteries. Or
We
some
can
kind of
cross the streams.
What?
well, you don't know what those are, but there are batteries of a strange type.
Yeah, like the ones from Baghdad.
Yeah.
Yeah, battery.
yeah,
Anyways, continues on to another room.
So, but there's no fully assembled weapons here or any other
Looks like
schematics
this
that
is
we
part storage. Spare part.
We can build whatever we want.
can. We'll figure it out
Did you
beforehand.
know how to
So.
build?
Hey, you can give me sense trouble check too.
5.
1.
5.
All right, you both think it's fine.
God damn it.
You don't hear anybody.
Continue.
Actually, no, you can hear the hum of electricity coming.
Do
from
we
the
hear the
next
sound of drums?
room. No.
Okay.
Are you going to go back and tell the others?
Stop.
Are you going to go back and get the others, or are you going to continue?
Can we bring some of the parts with us?
Sure.
We bring whatever
look
looks
what we
dangerous and bring it with us.
What looks dangerous?
There's glass tubes,
Vacuum
batteries.
tubes? Yeah, sure.
The battery.
Okay, you get some of the batteries. There are many.
I'll
I want
pocket some.
batteries.
Yeah, they won't fit in anything that
I
you
don't
have.
care.
Okay.
I'm carrying them.
Do they have leads? Because as long as they have leads,
Leads, yeah,
we can
we can-
rewire them into our flashlights.
We can do
Yeah.
whatever the hell we want to do.
God, the voltage will probably make it explode, but
Or, we can just go all 9-volt on them, and as long as we have a pair, we can put them in a
sure
circuit
can mitigate it.
What
so.
says? Yeah.
and make them explode.
There are some batteries. Yeah.
My thinking is, again, we're going up against something that's a flying EMP. This might work against it.
Okay, you can grab some parts. If you want to carry a notable number, you have to spend preparedness, basically giving up some of your own gear.
Done.
Or how many points?
2.
All right, so you have a 2-point pool of weird.
Okay, you can
gear.
take that back.
Like-
I'm going to check the door because
Well, it's the next room. It's
Next room,
not
so-
the hallway. It opens up into a second area. Looks like it's about 40 feet across. In it stands an enormous and fashionably black control board, covered with knobs, dials, gauges, handles, displays, and impressive sets of relays and junctions, and flanked by a few monitor lights and gauges. Hold on, let me finish.
Wait, let him finish.
You want to play a game?
Touch the computer, Aaron. Touch it.
Let's see. One portion of the control board is open. Conduits and connections simply dangle from the open panel. Plainly, portion of the device is not in place. At one point, the long control panel is interrupted by a comfortable leather daybed, the sort of couch associated with Freudian analysts. Built into it, an elaborate chromium headset and series of handheld controls connected to the control board.
Dreaming machine!
Suggests that the couch's purpose is central to the device. Nearby is an operating table equipped with hand, foot, and body restraints. A version of the same chromium headset rests there, and cables lead into the control board at a point close to that of the first headset.
Remote.
Body swapping.
Or remote control.
It also an arch. There's also another hallway leading further to another room. You can hear the crackle of electricity coming from the third room.
So,
You're cocking your shotgun.
Yeah. So, are you getting the others at this point, or are you?
yes, I'm going to not go any further.
All right. Eric comes back.
We got a thing.
Well, that's one of those things. We found storeroom of devices that I'm completely unfamiliar with, including something that can only be said to possibly linking to human minds. But there's some other room back there with that seems to be a large. It might have a large generator. I'm not certain.
Marriage counseling room? No.
Yes.
Sorry. It's Schrodinger's Freudian therapy. So, any case, but
So someone's gonna die?
possibly. We don't know.
Wait, but
I was going to say something really bad.
go for it.
Go for it.
Yes.
Why not join the...
Come on.
Join
Do
it.
it.
Do it.
Freudian jokes get really bad really quickly. That's all I'm
It
saying.
couldn't be.
How many Freudians does it take to change a light bulb? 2. One to hold the... Or one to, mess with the light bulb and the other to hold the penis. I mean, ladder.
In any case, there's maybe something else in there, but I don't want to go.
Austrian, not Australian.
I didn't get. I didn't have any points.
Considering that one of my students once wrote an essay about the Anschluss being the merger between Australia and Nazi Germany, I think.
He would get that point, but he's not here.
All right. So are you all going into the third room, or are you just going to set everything on fire?
Well, let's
I wanna go
explore
look
the
at
wonders of the
Okay.
second room.
You continue on to the third
Anybody
room.
bored with being themselves? I'm pretty sure I can figure this out.
No. So you see the storage room. You see the room with the mysterious machine. You're not sure what the deal is with that.
Could we get one of those slug creatures? Because we could be bigger and stronger, faster.
Slug creatures?
I don't think they'll cooperate with that procedure. Just
What
a
with
hunch.
not actually being here.
Let's transfer into another cultist. They'll never know the difference.
It opens up to a third room. One
That's
dimly
actually
lit,
not
circular, and about 50 feet across. It is mostly empty. A long, high bench holds many alien artifacts and instruments. You identify one large section as probably the missing panel from the control board in the second room, the room you just came from. Across the doorway to this room, in fact, through the... you can actually see there is an electrical field that crackles with energy. Sensor holes can be seen on either side of the arch. Inside the force field, but standing inside the force field is a elderly woman who looks at you with a calm look.
Is it Omri?
No.
Always have to ask. Always ask.
She looks at you.
That's poor planning, Ross. You could have substituted Aubrey.
No, they say yeah.
Ma'am,
Just one more thing, man.
do you understand?
Are you with the lamplighters?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I guess he just answered for us. Yes.
Good. Please release me. Please open the force field there. There is a section of the on the fuse box there on the right side of the doorway. On your right, remove. There is a cylindrical fuse there. Please remove it, and I would be most appreciative.
Are you with the lamp?
Can you give us a sign of
I am being held here against my
your
will.
intentions?
What's your name, ma'am?
Scream!
I am a component of a
She sounds like a
greater psyche. The I suppose you could call me the historian. I'm used to negotiate with the other components of the psyche so that my captor can achieve the ends that he wants. I am being held against my will. Have I mentioned that?
No,
What
we
ends
brought
is he
this up.
trying to achieve? I do have interrogation, so I could go at this all day.
He is trying to bring about the end of human civilization.
We're kind of against
He
that.
is worship. He is a servant, in the thrall of an entity that goes by many names. You perhaps know it as the Black Pharaoh in this area. The Crawling Chaos.
Got it.
The
Familiar with
the
that
bloated
guy.
woman.
That jerk.
Yes.
Does it? This is a out of character
Yeah.
question. Does it look like potentially physically harmful to pull the fuse, or is it a like? Am I going to be peeing on the third rail here,
Or do we have? Are there any kind of insulated
It
gloves?
could
or-
be. It could be dangerous if you fail an electrical repair check.
I have plenty of that, so I'm yanking the fuse.
All right, give me
Okay.
that electrical repair check.
All right, I'll spend 3. 7.
All right, you turn it on. The woman's upstairs. Thank you. You may.
So calm about it.
I
It's been
am.
released.
You may call. Part of my name is Ka. I suppose you could.
Ka.
Yes.
Ka.
No.
We don't.
Don't mind him.
I must be reunited with the rest of my psyches. It has been split up. We must find 2 other components. One is being held as ransom to ensure my complicity. The other, my captor has isolated technical skills and abilities into another component, into another vessel.
So let me just speculate wildly here for a minute. We pick up the other 2 bits of you and concatenate all of you through the brain fuckling machine back in there into one body, and then we're gold.
Oh, I would not need that. If I can get the engineering component back, I would not need that crude machine.
Oh, that's neat.
It was, yes. Yes, and my core self will have more a desire to achieve. I do not have everything. I'm not a complete.
Reunification?
Yes. Other goals. I do remember enough of the Lamplighters to know that you are here to aid us, and I assume you wish to continue your civilization.
That would be
Most
nice.
days.
Yes.
A couple of years back, we thought about getting rid of it, but
They
Give us a couple hundred years. of
is
clean stuff
a
or so.
multifaceted conspiracy spread among a large geographical area.
We met.
got it.
It is on a map would form a triangle between 3 points. This one and 2 others.
What are the other 2?
Given the
Presuming
timelines-
one of them's Kenya.
Yes, Kenya. That is a
triangular.
term in future histories is known
Shanghai?
as the. Yes, that is another area.
Okay.
All 3 are needed. But you are here now. You did not leave behind a reserve garrison. Did you go? You have gone to Kenya. Or
Yes.
you will
Well,
have not have
some-
gone. Yes, yes.
Yeah, we've lost the reins down in
timelines.
Africa.
Well, we didn't, but
They would have
some of
reclaimed
us
it.
did.
They will have had reclaimed it at this point.
Wait, they reclaimed it like the good guys reclaimed it? Or the
No.
bad guys?
No. There were you in most timelines. You do not visit Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most
Yes,
timelines?
there were others there. They have moved, would have moved to Kenya to reclaim it. You do not. There were enough there that they could continue on.
They're
So
a very
that
confusing person.
I am not a person. I am a part of a person.
Yeah, very confusing part of the person.
And you are a lower intellected anyway, right? So
Aw, snap.
do not feel insecure. It is your biology disallows fourth dimensional thinking. It is tragic if one were to apply a adjective to that condition. but I cannot apply values. I do not have that component.
So once you're through making fun of us, could you help us out with where your other 2 bits are?
Making fun.
Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much.
Where are your other components?
I had to
unbecoming of
form
your superior
rudimentary
intellect.
parts in order to function at all. These are atrophied compared to my true self.
Yep.
Got
I
it.
do recognize the need to apologize. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Moving along.
Oh, okay.
We've dealt with worse.
Oh,
Today.
Trying to kill us.
One of us is worse.
the one you, my captor has names.
Huston?
Yes, that is a name. That he is.
Carver.
That is another one. He is in control. He is favored by the entity you call it is called the Black
With
Pharaoh.
the entity. Let's
Yes.
just go with the entity.
Yes.
The entity is fine. So
He has many
Masks.
acolytes here
Oh.
under his command. You are all that the Lamplighters are able to provide.
yes.
You would not be able to defeat them in a brute force. Will
We
require
gathered that.
some planning. Perhaps I could be assistance.
That'd be great.
Once we get your other bits.
Anything to even up?
There is
Our chances.
to the east, far to the east. There is they have moved in reliquaries of that are sacred to Nyarlathotep and other entities in the pantheon grouping.
So artifacts.
Yes, that have been used to surround my core self. That is used to ransom to hold my core self in place. I sense it now. It is a dreadful place. The engineer component psyche has no will of its own. It is only technical skill. It is his Huston's slave. It would be to the northeast of here, more east than north, by your directions.
Would it be better for us to get the engineering portion?
I cannot make value judgments.
What could you do with this? Holds up weird battery.
It is.
We've had a room full of
my technical
parts.
skills are in the engineer component.
As previously stated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they said they also.
Wait, history.
She said that. Well,
History. The history of this. There is a compartment. The woman starts walking off, and
Follow the crazy old woman.
you follow her. She goes into a side corridor that is totally dark. You by the time you get your flashlight, turn them on, you realize she has walked ahead. She has perfect memory of this place. She is walking through it as though she could see, and she feels along the side of a wall, pushes it slightly. It pops open and reveals strange devices that are about the size of a Thompson submachine gun. Yeah.
Cricket.
Let's see here. And hands each of you. There are 6 of them. And hands each of you.
Margot gets 2.
Organ can carry
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
The old lady needs one.
yeah.
Also, they're too big to double. Yeah.
It is definitely
Dual wield.
I think Margot could handle it.
Caution.
I cannot explain the technical specifications of this. I can remember how these appendages
Surgeon simulator.
So, point
are. It must require trial and error.
8-point cherry for electrical repair. I know how to turn on Mythos artifacts.
Oh, you do! Oh, there's the button. Oh, wow. How do you know that? Maybe you've had some dreams. You
Yeah,
probably, yeah.
sure, why not?
You do.
No, it's just obvious.
Yeah.
Some elements of design are intuitive across species and across time.
Ooh.
Has Apple taught us nothing?
Despite his condescension.
You have seen through time. You have seen the era of Jobs.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's probably a lamplighter.
He is probably an avatar of the Black
So these
Pharaoh.
guns are all like-
There's that too.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Gates a long time ago?
He gave it up.
Okay.
So yeah, you know how to use it. You cannot lightning guns. I actually forgot to look up their stats.
I will.
All right. So you can look that up. I don't know if that's on the web or in the book. Is it in the book?
I don't know. I was going to look.
It's probably in the book or on the web. But anyways, we'll get to that if you guys actually decide to shoot them in the session.
Why wouldn't we?
Well, because that's Trail of Cthulhu. So she gives you that. She says, I can also non-technical engineering skills. We're concentrating in this. I can provide instruction if that is necessary.
What kind of instruction?
Subject matter. What would you want? I know in many timelines, the grand aim of the conspiracy. You also, with assess honesty, all of you realize this is a. Well, it's an alien mind, but you realize it's obviously suffering anxiety, separation anxiety of a sort. It is very.
She's a fractured personality.
Fractured mind. She wants to reunite with her itself as quickly as possible. The longer you use to pump it for information or whatever, the more likely
Psychic damage.
Yeah. So you can ask her things. She can give you information if you want. But yeah, you have probably in the many timelines by this point they would have discovered you did not infiltrate. You overwhelmed the guards at the entrance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
The shift would have ended by now. They would have discovered an alert. We'd be going out. Guards will be patrolling soon. We should go this way. A polyp will be coming anyway. In most timelines, we into the dark. Follow this. So you follow? So
I'm trusting it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, follow the crazy lady.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't know about that as well.
She stops suddenly at the edge of a precipice. There's a massive crevice in front. Timeline information is not complete. This should be a path. It's not.
Great observation.
Yeah. We need to cross it, or we will be caught. They will find evidence of our passing. The polyp will come. We need to get across, or double back very quickly.
Preparedness to have had a rope and grappling hook.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Are you spending any points?
What was the cherry for the preparedness?
For 1 extra point, you can have one for everyone in the party.
If you make it.
Do it.
Yeah, so...
First spend to... you can spend if you make it or not.
Yeah, so I will at least spend 4.
You're spending 4 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not spent a lot of that, so
right.
make sure we have it. So 8.
Yeah, you have it. You can spend one more. Everyone.
5. Yeah, everybody has one. So.
Oh, yeah, we have all this bulky climbing gear. Yeah, all right. It's great.
And a special battery.
I have a special... Yes. You have a special battery.
You have a conductive rope for
you
some
can
reason.
just paint a face on it, call it Wilson, and just...
It's your buddy.
yeah.
I know.
All right, so you can swing across. There are some boulders nearby you could use to throw the grapple hook on and catch, and then just swing down and climb up. What?
Anything more stable than a boulder?
Well, there's a massive pillar that's farther away. That would be a farther throw. So you can make an athletics check, and I'll tell you how secure your catch. Basically, how secure the rope is how good your athletics.
Can one
check
of
is.
us grab her and swing her with us?
Yeah.
Well, he got one for everybody in the party, though.
Well, she,
Including her?
No, not for her.
and also, no offense, she may not. She's having issues with that
hand.
and having hand and
How
body.
do I hand? Yeah. So that's one way is just to grapple on and swing across and then climb up. What other approaches do you guys want to try?
Because is it a steep path? Do we
It's
have?
actually about level. It's just like there's a big hole between you and the path you need to go on.
Just trying to think of rudimentary rope bridge, possibly, but I don't think
That
that
would take longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we just grapple.
All right, Indiana Jones it.
All right.
Do.
So who's? Go and make an athletics check to throw.
I will spend.
Do we need a check to throw and a check to swing?
One throw. You can each throw your rope. If you roll anything but a 1, it will catch on something, and that's your rope until somebody gets across the other side to unhook it. But you can make a group check to
Climb.
to swing for everybody. Swing. It's a group effort to swing across. It's just like how secure is your holding going to be?
Okay, so
Okay.
I will.
Because you can throw the rope back. Or
I'll dump
Yeah.
2 into the hooking.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 1.
All right. Well, it's just one
Oh.
person, unless you're both throwing.
Oh. We could both throw.
We have 5 grappling hooks. Why are
Why are
we
we
not
not?
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
all of
Throw
us?
them all. Take the best one.
Okay.
Yeah,
everyone
so
throw.
5.
All right.
So I rolled a 5, which gives me a 6.
5 as well.
Okay.
3.
3.
Yeah, I'm going to keep those athletics 6.
Okay.
Got a
2
couple
sixes.
2
sixes.
6s, so.
Yeah. So you
2
have.
6, it's 3.
All right. Now it's a one group athletics check to get everybody across,
I'll donate 1.
I'll donate
All
1.
I know 1.
because you can all help one another.
So 1, 1, 1,
1.
4.
So
that
we've
we
got
add.
plus 4.
I would not add any more.
Don't worry about it.
Does grandmother?
I'm gonna roll.
Does grandmother Yithian have anything to donate?
No.
So 7.
7. Okay. Yeah. With that, you can get all across. You can tie her across and just push her, basically, and pull her up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Just grab on this. Yes, good. Okay.
So, but as you're doing that, just as you finish, you can hear us shouting in the distance. So, do you want to retrieve all your grappling hooks? Or you
Yes.
just want, okay.
yes.
So they get to your position. They have their own flashlights, so there's only one path to follow. So
Smoke bomb.
yeah, they will get. Everyone just rolls in trouble check. If you roll below a 4, they're going to get a pot shot on you.
Shit.
3.
Okay.
Spending 1.
Yep.
Everyone failed.
I haven't rolled yet, so it's
Okay.
4.
Okay. Yeah. No. Oh God. I saw this in a dream. All right. So they will. These guys do have guns.
Oh man.
Actually, some of them have spears. I'll just say they throw spears. So Sean, does a 3 hit you?
No.
All right. And a 2 would not hit you. Bill, a 3. Boy,
Does
I'm
not hit.
rolling crappy.
Keep it up.
All right. They are.
They are stormtroopers.
They are stormtroopers. But you run further into the dark. The historian guides you into another plaza that is pitch dark aside from your lights. And she says, you are all biological functions are at low capacity.
Yes.
Yeah. You can say that.
You need time to restore energy to convert nutrients into
Time stasis bubble.
yes. What? Yeah, no. So yes, we should rest here.
Yes.
Wait, is there time?
But are they going to find us though?
Yeah.
Not here. It might find us, but
It.
one of them.
Well, can you clearly define if it and one of them?
Probably the flying polyps.
Yes.
Oh, okay, it was just a little vague. So
We have
Just a lot
6
of it's that we
lightning
know
guns.
it's.
Yes, we could be able to drive it off.
Okay.
okay.
Cross the streams and blow it to hell.
Yes. We should be fine, as long as we don't make too much noise. I think only 2 of you scream in your sleep.
Hey, you would too if you'd been through what we've been through.
You would be too if
Yes, it is to be expected. It is a consequence of interfacing with hypergeometry
Blah,
with a
blah,
3-dimensional.
Tannhauser gate,
Yes.
blah, blah.
All right. Yeah, no, the historian's great to have around a party.
Yeah.
Great for morale.
Okay.
Everyone loses 1 point of stability for spending an entire day in the Great City. You
I am at negative
lose
1.
And
Yeah.
What does that do, Ross?
You can
Nothing that wasn't already happening at 0.
you can no longer spend investigative skill points. All difficulties are raised by 1. If anybody has psychoanalysis,
I'm out.
Well, actually,
last
the
time.
historian knows psychoanalysis. You could try and
have a chat with her.
yeah.
I'll have a chat with the historian.
All right.
I'm having some
Okay.
feelings.
Yeah.
So I can't find a damage modifier for the
Okay.
lightning gun, but they all have 32 charges, any number of which can be spent in a given round to add +1
Okay.
to the roll.
Okay.
Oh wow. So
Probably not the damage. Well, I don't know.
What's the damage rate at? It's just,
That's what I couldn't find.
okay.
It broke.
I will say D6 plus 3.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say those are the only charges you can. Those are the only ways you can't spend firearms to raise your lightning gun attacks because it's a lightning gun.
It don't work like that.
So what's
So-
recharging off of the rest?
If we're using the lightning gun, we just spend that. Is what you're saying? The
Yes,
32.
yes, and that's your ammo too. You have to spend at least one to shoot it at all. So
Yeah, because it's actually like how many shots you're putting down range.
yes,
It's Caleb rules.
yeah. Sean, you can regain 6 stability.
Anybody have a little first aid?
But as she talks to you,
I have some first aid, but I'll get to that later.
Okay.
you begin to realize that you are, human. Yeah, no, you're doomed anyway. So you'll pick up a minor, I guess, a derangement of some sort from being psychologically treated by a Yithian. Not the kind of thing. Actually, I know what it is. You realize the lamplighters were right. Why didn't you see the light? You need to go there and join them. You must serve these great noble beings.
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
They
so-
give me this nice shiny eye.
Yeah, no, you must join the cult of the Lamplighters as soon as possible, and do whatever they tell
Put
you.
that under mental disorders.
Oh yeah, no, it clearly is.
Yep.
You're a true believer, and you will die to protect any.
That was already going to happen, Ross.
All right, fair enough. So, out of character, how much later do you guys want to keep going?
I'm good for a bit.
Okay.
Melissa had a bunch of coffee.
All right.
It's true. And a nap. A little bit.
Actually, it was the
First aid?
Yithian offering psychoanalysis to anybody else? Or?
First aid for Melissa.
All right. Sure.
Also, we're resting.
So, well, I'm at 2
anything?
stability. That's the problem.
It's resting. You could rest an entire day and regain all your physical stuff. That'll be another point of stability, though, because you're spending an extended period and another 2 points of survival.
But at this point, I think we're also low.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
'Cause that would
What are
give
we
us back
getting? Are we
weapons
getting
and-
anything off of our 8 hours of sleep?
Well, no more penalty. Well, no additional penalties.
So no, we're not.
Yeah,
This is storytelling.
Yeah, yeah.
conceit. Okay.
So
Because I'm-
Well, I would say if you kept going, I would.
Everything.
You would cost
Right.
because you're going at 24 hours.
We're
plus
not
of
getting
that.
anything for free. Okay.
But it would be nice to get some of the...
Yeah, I'm
Back.
blowing the
Generals.
stability.
Yeah, you're in a not a good place for humans to be for extended
So-
periods of time.
So you're saying down
It's
one
not a place of
stability,
safety. It can never be. Yeah,
but we get back.
All the physicals.
yeah. As you spend an entire day sleeping and resting.
So we get our
So-
health back and...
You know how you said that-
Health, you would have to use first aid.
Yeah, first
Okay.
aid.
You can heal 1 point of health for free because that's just a day of not doing
Hey,
anything.
Sean, how many first?
Actually, no. The historian would have that, but the historian has a pool. I would say of. Actually, she already spent 3 to treat Sean for
That
6
was
points.
psychoanalysis.
Yeah.
But
Second.
it's one pool for all the stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 1 pool for all the
Okay.
stuff. So she has.
Aberrants. I mean, wrong game.
Yeah.
Would I still be able to...
3 points that you guys can determine for first aid or shrink. 2 points per. So
I'm down to 1 stability, so because of the healing.
I'm
So
fine on stability. I'm not great on health.
so I kind of need that.
4 points,
yeah.
and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, or
I'd say it's 2 to 1. So basically, she has 6 points left of stability or health that you can break up however you want. So,
So
And as per the usual, spending 1 heals 2.
okay.
Right.
so
Well, no, it's I already converted. So
for
it's
each
6
of us
points.
6?
Yeah.
Or
It's 6 points of health or stability. You can mix it up
That was
however
the
you
group,
want.
so-
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
group.
so would it be okay if I took 1 for my stability for psychoanalysis?
Do it.
I'll take 1 for my health.
Okay, that leaves 4.
Okay, I have 4 health and 4 stability. Anybody lower?
I'm 3 on health. I need
You
to
should
work
take
on
another
Oh,
one.
I still
Okay.
have 3 first aid.
And is she going to roll for me, or is it just...
It's just
Well, you
automatic.
can use that.
She makes
So I-
all checks.
So I'll gain
Somebody
2.
wants to
I
give
have
me-
5
so I'll be
first
back up to
aid
3.
that I can use, but we still have these points to spend.
No, Aaron just spent. There were.
Melissa spent 1, I
Yeah.
spent 1.
Yeah.
I still have 1
I
left.
spent 2.
Oh, you spent 2? Okay.
So there's
Okay.
3. So
Yeah.
there's 3 left, right?
Yeah, no,
Cool, six.
I'm just saying it's 6 points of health or stability.
Third
Don't ignore
base.
the skills. She has 6 points of health or
I
stability.
know, and we've spent 3.
Yeah.
So we have 3 left.
Yeah,
Yes.
3, yeah.
Yeah, so,
So-
take 3.
Okay.
Well,
Because they can first aid me.
Okay.
yeah, but
We can't cycle
So
in.
I'll get
because
what are you at?
Sorry.
I was at 1. That put if I just took the 1 point, that
Okay.
put me up to 2.
Okay. Anyone who gets
So
a stability from her has to get a mental disorder.
that's fine. I don't care.
You can also see the light, or you could develop claustrophobia, or just
A
homicide.
rich tapestry of
Yeah,
shitty things that can
So-
Okay, Bill, how are
Phobia
you?
No,
doing
I-
and everything?
I'm fine.
Oh,
Okay.
what was?
I need
I
first
have
aid.
5 points. You have 3. Do you?
Or
need-
none of this is real. This is all a dream.
Okay,
So
you
you
wanna
could just
spend
have
points on me
just
and I'll spend
totally
points on
indifferent
her?
to danger.
3 on you.
Which
So
would
is
be
it
actually
2 to
no.
1?
This isn't real. I'm
For
just in a
each
dream.
one I give, you get 2.
So
At least
if I
until
give
you
three,
get to
you
the
get
surface.
I can
life
only
is but
go
a
up
dream,
4
and
because
this
we're
this
still
life
in
is
the
a
desert.
dream.
All right.
Hey, that's a good question.
Yeah.
We're not technically in the desert anymore. So
You're cut off from your supply train, though. You're just
Whatever.
on your.
Okay, so I give you
give me
2.
Yeah.
Or how much do you
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the heat anymore. Yeah, it's 57 degrees year round.
give me 2
well,
points,
because
you
you
get 4?
put us down.
Yeah.
a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
of
for the
points.
sunburn.
Yeah.
Well, the sunburn doesn't go away
Well, but I've been down here. It's been healing and the cool and
One
the,
day.
for one day.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Ross.
Throw a dude a bone.
Was that just lowering your
Can we
health?
find some
Yeah.
points?
Okay.
Points.
Like moss or something?
Yeah. Why am I laying here? I just lay some.
She said. Actually, no. She says there is a proto matter could be used to treat these kind of burn wounds. We need to go to a plaza along the lighted route. There's a large chunk of the proto matter underneath a great stone ring.
For
Yeah,
now,
I'm
and
fine.
we'll work
Oh
it out.
God.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll deal
Would
with
you want
that
a
later.
proto matter treatment? I believe I can affect an effective.
I'll wait here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine.
There are
Stealth
side
is
effects,
physical, right?
but they're long term.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want long-term side effects. We'll stick with the sunburn and short
That is
term.
optimistic of you.
Thank you. I try.
All right, so the day goes by. You hear the howl of something overhead. Distant shouts every once in a while. A scream, perhaps.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why I couldn't find any
flash of
notes about
lightning.
stuff. Great Race of Yith. It's forthcoming. Sorry.
We're ahead of the curve by running from the 80s. And we are doing intro Cthulhu. Which is new. So you continue on. Or you recover as best you can.
Which is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, all things considered. You did rescue a super intellect who really wants you to survive.
Super genius.
Oh, I didn't wear that shirt today.
But the historian again is lacking some basic components, so she can't really guide you. She can tell you one component of her psyche is to the east in what she calls it is in your color spectrum. I believe the
Steel weapons and
purple. That would be how you perceive the color of this dome.
Purple room.
A purple dome.
Purple dome.
You would perhaps perceive it as a religious structure, a temple. Within it are numerous artifacts.
That's where your main core is.
Yes.
Okay. Where was your engineering core?
That would be probably in the. They built a structure. What is that substance? It grows. Wood. Yes. There is a wooden structure that your species
good thing we
has
didn't burn it
built.
down.
No, it was 3 stories tall. In terms,
okay.
it is where it is his residence where he is conducting his work to enact the ritual that will doom your
We've
civilization.
seen that place yet.
Highly likely,
Yo, dog.
and almost certainly at this point.
But you said you'd need you would need the
I need all 3.
you need all 3. But the engineering, would it be better to get the engineering core so we could just?
I cannot
You
make
can't
that.
make value judgments.
Okay, sorry.
Last time you asked the same question.
Sorry, that's just me. So.
Yeah, that's fair. He's an alien intellect. It's kind of hard to talk to.
Sorry. But I'd say going for the engineering core so when we can take it,
So we can tell you how to touch computers.
yeah. So
Because that might help assault the main core.
Yeah. Sure.
It will be more guarded.
this is how we take down
Oh,
the
it will
MCP.
be more guarded.
That is where the leadership is located. The
Screw
leader.
that then. We go for
Yeah.
the main core first.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
First. That's a word.
Linguistics problems. Your species is psychologically traumatized in the presence of a greater intellect. It is a slow but steady attrition of your self-worth. It is to be expected.
So it's
Just so you know,
basically
your
grad
social
school.
skills are lousy.
I feel like I should get points deducted off of the Australian.
Yeah, that's actually.
I'll deduct more. So you're still winning that shot.
Tiger blood.
Not by much now. Your Bill's only losing by one. Yeah.
How'd that even happen?
Yeah.
Bill
I
had a
haven't
bunch of
made
points.
any.
We got a bunch last time.
Yeah.
I was at 8
was
and
a
you were at
2.
10 at the start of the session.
All right. Yeah, you're right. So, anyways,
I think I got an all of 1 to your all.
so she guides you through the unlit corridors and pathways rather expertly, and so you actually bypass one area that is lit, and she points out he has clearly perfected a mind control technology to subvert the component psyche of your species. As you can see, those workers up ahead with those tools. I believe you call them pickaxes to excavate.
Yes.
So you point up, you can see a group of men working very slowly with pickaxes in a rather robotic manner.
And that's where we get Disney World.
Yeah. And you can see there's one cultist occasionally whipping them, and they don't seem to notice.
Or it's Pinky Pseudo and World Order practicing.
Yes.
Mind control. Why do they need to be whipped to encourage to keep going?
It is a flaw in the psyche of the. It is a common psychological defect. Servants of the crawling chaos, sadism, megalomania, obsessive need to control.
The programming.
So it is. They do not. It is inefficient. But it is their desire.
Yeah. Short answer, they don't need to do it at all. But the overseers don't feel like they're doing their job if they don't.
There is a bit of organizational flaw in that nature, yes. So we should continue.
Moving on.
Yes. So yeah, you could try. They are mind control, the innocent mind control people that are being,
We could just murder the innocent.
well, you can give me stability checks because hey, they're innocent people.
Free them from their misery, or we can just move on.
Oh, it is reversible. Good. Yes.
Then moving on.
Give me stability checks, everyone.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
leaving
That's what it's
them?
there for.
6.
I'm
All right.
fine.
I am a stone cold heart.
Ours
Warms
one.
me a little bit,
One,
but
so-
oh well.
Yeah. It's another horror that they can inflict upon you. Fate's worse than death. That looks like one of them.
One of my pillars of sanity is the power of the human mind. Obviously, it is less than I thought it was.
Yeah. No.
That was an odd one to pick with this game.
It was in character.
So you continue on, and then you take some stairways up to you walk straight, and there it is, a massive the purple dome temple. It's right there.
Whoa!
It is a perfect hemisphere entered by archways equally spaced around it. It is 2,000 feet across easily, absolutely massive. Within it, at the bottom of the hemisphere is a gray stone floor. In the center of the floor is a second hemisphere, pulsating and glowing with an occasional strong purple light, 500 feet in diameter. Occasionally it seems to move in a way which makes it seem alive. And at the archway through you enter, sand has entered the dome. Sticking out of the sand is a gnawed upon human femur and a portion of a human skull. On one side of the smaller hemisphere is a 3-foot high stone block which plainly has been dragged in recently from outside the structure. Dark stains mar its surface and cover the floor nearby. Ash and charcoal mark the site of a fire which was lit on the floor. Behind the stone is a massive statue of Nyarlathotep in his
black bat-winged aspect, a haunter in the dark. You guys saw him earlier. Flanking him are lesser statues of other gods, which you recognize, some of which. Cthulhu, Azathoth, Yog-Sothoth, and other terrible ones. Give me stability checks. Their visages are lifelike.
No, we don't see them.
You actually haven't seen Yog-Sothoth. Also, some of the other ones.
It's just a bunch of bubbles.
If you make it none, if you fail, it's 2. Well, it's very scary.
I should be scared. This is all a dream.
Statuary.
Within it,
Statuary.
it is perfectly.
I think he gets a point just because he did it too many times.
No, I have to do it again for the hump.
I should be laughing at that.
But within the center of these stone statues, they look like stone. You hope they're stone. There
Shoot the
is
statues.
a small child, a blonde girl, like 8 or 9 years.
Shoot the girl.
Old, who's just sits with a rather calm but
Too calm.
face, just standing there. She's wearing a typical dress for a middle class child of the Austria. Yeah.
This is just like that test in MIB. Shoot the little girl.
Does she have a quantum physics book?
The
Is she playing with a lightning gun?
Yeah.
the sort of there. I can almost feel connection. All right, so the historian starts freaking out. The child starts looking around, looks in your direction. And then the historian's another voice comes through the historian, a strange voice, but it says guardians
Of the
nearby.
galaxy,
Yes, near. Pay homage or kill them. So
How do we pay
All hail the glow clad.
release life
I vote we
force
sacrifice this
to
one.
altars.
How many health points?
Well, you don't know. You have to go up there and touch it.
Take a look at one of the altars. So
You think?
Okay,
Are you going to do that?
sure.
Okay. Go up and give me a stability check.
No.
bum, bum, bum.
All right.
Bad.
It's all superstition anyway.
Yeah. You lose a point of sanity, and you pass out.
Well, that didn't go according to plan.
The statue. Which statue were you touching, by the way? Nyarlathotep? Cthulhu?
No, which one looked the lightest?
They all look big and heavy. Maybe.
Yog-Sothoth is made of bubbles.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Obviously, it would be
Spheres.
the lightest.
All right, yeah. You touch Yog-Sothoth, it glows. You feel weak, and you pass out.
Okay.
What do the rest of you do?
I go and touch another statue. What are the names of the ones in the statues again?
Well, there's all the big names: Cthulhu, Azathoth, Yog-Sothoth, the Gate, and there's some others. One you recognize as the Black Goat of the Woods.
Ooh. Cthulhu looks like a frog.
Oh, there's one that actually looks like a
Go
giant
play it.
fire vampire.
Cthulhu.
I'll go with Azathoth.
All right, give me a
Good
sanity
choice.
check.
Sanity.
Yeah, it's 3, 4. You have to spend
Stability?
sanity points to make it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
2. 5.
All right. You stay conscious. You feel weaker, but you do not pass out. You two, well, you can give me a sense struggle check.
I will put 2 into that.
Okay.
3.
You see movement behind Nyarlathotep's statue, like at the base of it or something like that. But that's all you can tell. So what about the rest of you?
I'm gonna go up to him and smack him in the face and see if I can wake him up.
Okay. You can give me a sense trouble check. Bill, you can give me a health check.
Me a sense trouble?
Yeah.
Spend one.
Spend one.
Fail.
Fail.
Okay. The slap does nothing, and you don't see anything else.
So I'll actually go by Sean, just kind of patrolling but not touching anything.
Okay,
else.
give me a sense trouble check.
All right. actually spend points on that again.
But they're all computers.
Touch it.
I'm not touching a goddamn thing. 5.
All right, you see there are 3 bat-like things that are slowly unfurling themselves that were hidden at the base of the statue. They're quite large, shaped like a cross between a toad and a bat, but the size of a horse or larger.
Yikes.
Equipped with loose, curiously rumpled wings that are gradually unrolling, eyeless and mouthless heads. They are very... they do have really nasty claws. Give me a stability check.
Of course. 6.
All right, yeah, no, that's the thing.
I've seen weirder dreams.
Today.
They're big, and they're there, and they're gradually, like, moving. They're slow, but they seem to be speeding up. Like, they're gradually waking up.
Well, time to put them back to sleep.
Okay, that's one option. You can make a Cthulhu Mythos spin.
Okay, I will make
Everybody back away from Aaron.
You were the most excited about getting these toys. Now you don't want to
I
use
know,
them. But I will make my Cthulhu Mythos spin.
All right. What's Margot doing, by the way? Is she going to be...
I want to see what Khan's doing and talk to her and see if she can tell me how we reunite her with her myself.
break the circle?
What do you mean?
Get her out. Get it out, break.
So can I run into the circle?
She is spasming at this point. You
Good old Max Headroom.
actually you realize you could maybe get. It's because she's trying to talk through this meat puppet that doesn't really. It's not a good medium. Maybe if you touched your hand to her head, maybe you could get a better connection.
Amplify the signal.
Do it.
All right.
All right, give me a stability check.
Can't stop the signal.
All right, you just pass out. You wake up. You're in this. It looks like the dome, but everything's sort of amber colored and everything's frozen, except for you and one being that is. Or there's this beam of light going out of the historian, who's on the ground thrashing about. By the way, and the beam of light heads out. There's also a beam of light coming from the child, and the beam of light meets halfway to reveal this sphere. In the sphere, you can kind of sense. Yes, Bill. It's like
a
a
ball.
It can communicate with you. So
The ball can communicate?
yeah, it's the intellect. You realize that's the actual psyche. It's the link between these two beings.
Do not super heavy fun ball.
So that's what you figure. That's all you can figure out right now. So because you failed your stability check, this won't be instant. This will be in real time. So basically, that's what you figure out. You can break the connection at any time, but you don't get any information yet. So so we'll do this round by round. So Aaron, you made your spin, or you spent?
Yes.
You lose a point of sanity as you realize what you would have to do. You could fight them, or you could placate them by indicating that you worship the crawling chaos. They're guardians of the crawling chaos. If you paid homage to them, drained some of your energy, and made some sort of gesture to indicate that you are one of the faithful, they're not the most intelligent guardians. They're just beasts with a low animal intellect.
What kind of gesture are they looking
I'll
for?
leave that up to you. That's about all you can figure out.
Sean and I are very
Yes. Making
making
gestures.
various obscene gestures that might be taken as thieves.
So that's what you figure out. You realize in 1 or 2 rounds, certainly if you attack them, they're going to wake up much more quickly. But they're not.
Guys.
Yeah.
Do you have
they're-
like a chant or anything?
Rob,
So, anyways, that's what you figure. That's your actions figured out.
Nodin sucks. You got it? Okay, that works.
No, you have to pray. You have to indicate you worship Nyarlathotep, not that you hate another god. Anyway, so that's what you figure out, Sean. What are you doing this round?
Well, I touched Azathoth.
Yeah. You stay conscious though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're weak, but you're still up.
Did I get anything out
You
of
saw
it?
something was moving behind the Nyarlathotep
Which
statue.
is probably the little things that Aaron saw now.
Yeah, it is. He's looking very wide-eyed at them.
I roll another. Well, no, he can see him. I can see him seeing them.
Yeah.
So I can see them looking at him.
Well, you can tell that Aaron's very alarmed by what he's seeing. You can't really tell what they're doing.
Okay,
You can spin this round to walk around and get a better look at them and make your stability.
Where's the girl?
The girl's in the center of the ring of statues.
I run for the girl.
So you're crossing the threshold.
Yes.
Okay.
The lurker.
You give me a health check.
Zap.
1.
All right. You pass out from
Have a
pain.
really rough time.
And yeah. You'll be well. You don't pass out, but you're stunned by it. It's like hitting. You're shocked by it. You don't take any damage this round, but you've definitely quickened the guards. They will awake next round at this point. So, Mark already acted. Bill, what are you going to do?
Last time we checked,
Oh, yeah,
I was
you're-
unconscious. So
You're beginning to come to. You can give me another health check to fully. If you make the check, you can do another action this round. Otherwise, you just wake up.
okay. Spend 1.
Okay.
So 4.
4 makes it.
Whatever.
You're thinking what I was thinking, slashing the palms and.
How many health do I need to
Just one.
spend? Okay. I'm just going to praise a litany of names. Every freaking one I can think of.
Okay.
I mean, masked names.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good, Melissa. What are you going to do?
I am observing everything that is going on. I see Sean, make a dive for the girl and pass out. And so I get the idea that we probably need to be trying to get her as quickly as possible because they seem to be waking up. So I'm going to do the same thing he did.
Okay.
And that was a health check, yeah?
If you want to go through the ring, go in.
That's where the little girl is,
Yes.
right? Then that's what I want to do.
All right, we'll do that.
All right. So I am diving in and spending 1 health to try to get me through, which gives me 5.
All right, you don't. You stay on your feet.
Praise the Black Pharaoh.
Yes. So you do that.
Can I get to her this round, or what?
You get to her this round. That's all you can do then.
Okay.
So new round. First off, Margo, what do you want to say? You can say a sentence or a question to the intellect.
Oh, how do we connect you?
Break the ring. Move or destroy one of the statues or kill the guardians. Or if all of you praise the the guardians will not let you pass. The threshold is painful, though.
Got that.
Yeah.
Understatement.
So that's what you figure out. You can break the connection and yell that out to everybody else. Or you can keep
what
talking.
we didn't break the connection.
She's connected to the historian.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
She's
Okay.
telepathically talking to the Yithian, actually.
She's jacking on.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to shout that.
Okay. So you break the connection, and you yell that out, so now everybody's up to date. So, Aaron, you realize the Guardians are pretty much going to act at the end of this round.
Going to the Nyarlathotep statue, slashing my palms, and...
You're going to touch it?
Yeah.
Give me a sanity check.
The hell spent a sanity to get...
Okay.
Now, did that just give me a +1 on that?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. I want to make sure since I don't think I've spent sanity before. 5.
Normally.
Okay. You lose another sanity, but you stay up. And you feel invigorated with strength, actually. You don't lose it. You feel a transverse of energy, but you gain energy from it. Like, some of your energy flows out, new energy flows into you. So you're the same.
This is bad.
Yeah. But the guardian creatures look at you and just...
Go to sleep.
They just look at the others, because not everybody has praised Crawling Chaos yet. Sean, you were stunned. You're still conscious, though, and you hear Margo yell out what to do, so what are you going to do? You're inside the circle, too.
There were options to break it, right?
It just said to break it. It didn't say how.
To move one of the statues.
Yeah, would break the circle, so you could try an athletics check to do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
That's a bad idea.
Shooting the Guardian seems like a bad idea.
Well, you
to
could
me.
also praise the statue. Like, do
Which
the little...
also loses sanity.
It's not a good
No, it
idea
doesn't.
either. Yeah.
It didn't lose
Touching
any
the
sanity.
touching the statue.
Yeah, you could praise it without touching it.
Well, then I'll be smart enough to praise it without touching it, following Bill's example.
All right, are you going to cut your? All right, 1 point of health, and you praise. Give me a little role play the praising of the crawling chaos. John.
Oh, thou art so big. Do not squish us, maim us, or harm us.
In thy mercy.
Slash.
Which name are you using though?
Haunter in the dark.
All right, that works.
May his eye forever burn.
So Bill and Melissa have already done that. So Melissa, no, you've already praised.
I have.
Yeah,
I
so-
have not.
Yeah.
I'm in the circle with Sean.
Okay, so Bill, what is your action?
Jim Bob.
What are the Guardians doing? Are they ignoring me at this point?
They're looking at Melissa right now. They're pretty much at full speed right now. It looks like they're about to.
Get it over with.
Get what over with?
They're coming for you.
Oh, right. No, it wasn't my action yet. Jeez.
Say something.
Okay,
No,
well,
I mean in character.
Yeah.
Not out of
okay.
character.
Say something nice.
Okay, so I grab the knife, slice myself.
Yeah.
So that's 1 point, you say.
Yeah.
And I'm going to praise the many feminine faces of the great one, oh bloated woman.
There we go.
How
That's
bloated you are.
that thing. Keyword selected. So you do that. The Guardians stop, and they stay where they are. They just kind of, they're just stationed near the statue, but they don't. They're just kind of looking at you.
Sleep.
Yeah.
We're gonna move this now. We're all cool. We have orders.
It's just cleaning and maintenance.
Housekeeping.
So Bill,
Carol Burnett's washerwoman comes across the street.
so who's going to take the child across the threshold? All right, give me another health check.
Oh, actually, wait, before I do that, hold on for a second. Just testing it on the threshold.
You're all right. Give me a
Why are you
health
doing
check.
that?
Why are you doing that?
I was considering that
Science.
Okay.
It passed the
Trial
energy
now.
back to me. I wanted to see if
It
it.
might be a computer.
Give me a health check.
4.
You gain a point of health.
Oh,
Well done.
I screwed myself.
Do you want to do it again? Feels good.
No. It's a dream.
Tingles a bit.
It just must be reversed on
Yeah,
something.
you should feel that. Yeah, that feels great. This is a dream. You should do it again. I'll make it. If you don't do it, you will take a stability.
I'll walk through.
All right. You get another point of health. You
He's
feel
getting
great.
something out of it.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Add on to
That felt really good. Come on, you're gonna love it.
add on to mental disorders.
addiction.
Marked by the crawling chaos.
Chaos.
Yay.
We have to kill him now.
Yeah, you don't want to go to negative stability with that character or 0 sanity with that character.
We have to
We
kill
have
her
to
now.
put you down.
Yeah.
No, I'm not there yet.
You're a bad
At
dog.
that
We
point.
have to put you
At that
down.
point, we
That
will.
point.
All right.
I say we just do it now and get it over with.
Hey, a Darlington goes out. On
All right.
its
So Melissa, you're getting
Melissa's getting on party member.
the child through the threshold, right?
I don't
Right, I pick her up.
All right. Give me that health check.
Yep. 5.
All right. It's excruciating pain. You lose another point of health. It's worse because you're carrying someone else with you.
Right.
Uh,
She's heavier than she looks.
She ain't heavy. She's my brother.
But you get through, and the guardians start curling back up into the
Sleep.
hidden into the folds of the giant statue.
I set the little girl down next to the historian.
Yeah, they start blinking in unison, and then breathing in unison.
processing.
And they speak at the same time, an old woman and a child's voice at the same time. Thank you.
Oh my god, there's probably a woman that's not old or young as the third part, right?
Are you asking Diethian?
Yes.
No, he put it in the body of a minor.
Oh, that's useful to know.
Some people have no sense of drama.
Yeah, that's...
No, it's not the Three Fates.
We're not running with Neil Gaiman here.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me. I appreciate it. I am you would, in your language, the heart of myself, the emotional core.
You should bless me or something for returning your heart right.
We are not a religious species. I will aid you.
Thank you.
Even beyond this, our overall goals are different, but
Not dissimilar.
in some ways, well, we are a species of scholars at our most
So that's
intense.
why you're such dicks.
We wish to learn. We wish to understand. We do not have overall malevolent designs
Pretty
on
good
your
hang time on that.
species, but in my captivity, being held by that man, I have learned from your species. I have learned to hate, and
It is all I know how do I hate.
I will not rest
Oh,
until
kill.
he is dead.
Kill.
We can aid you in that.
And then I will provide you aid on your mission to end your civilization. I will
Back up there.
I will aid you on your mission.
that.
I will stop.
Point of clarification.
We're on the other side of that one. Despite all appearances notwithstanding.
I will aid you to stop that.
Apparently, her aid is extended to all of humanity.
It does not affect our species whether you make it or not. But
We got it.
have
We are
a-
but small ants.
It is not your fault. You should.
Oh, we got that.
But we will.
Serious.
I will. I have a personal stake. I will not see them succeed with this. But I do not have technical information though. Or
We're well aware of that.
You're an engineer.
I do-
We'll go get him.
well, I will help you with this.
Great.
I do have other information. I can see through the engineer's
Side
vessel.
orbs.
Yeah.
This
The
is longing.
there are many. Right now, he is organizing searches, patrols. He is organizing a defense to stop you. He does not know how many of you are. But you know, they know that they know that the historian aspect is gone. They will be coming here shortly. We could attempt to ambush them, or the patrols to thin their numbers. That was from a previous game.
Yeah,
That's a page out of my notebook.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or we could bypass them and head straight to the headquarters. There will be. We could even get reinforcements. There are captives who are held for
Let's do that.
that you could try to free. Of course, many of them would not make it through the battle, but they would be useful. I don't know. Your species has a altruism for other members.
Not according to Ayn Rand.
That is not in this timeline yet.
Do you mean the Red Shirt Brigade?
Yeah. I appreciate this. You get a sense of the layout. The bottom floor, there's a 3-story wooden structure with a ramp on one side that goes up to the other. It's a very simple sort of warehouse kind of thing. The bottom floor has boxes and equipment. The second floor has prisoners.
We do really
the
well
third
with
floor
warehouses.
has Robert's
Low enough values
lair.
of well.
Yeah. So, do you want to? The thing is, if you fight him, he is very dangerous and an accomplished sorcerer. And the Yithian does not have information and cannot resist him, mystically speaking, yet. So at this point, you can try and figure out your approach for the big conflict.
Across the streams.
Yes.
Maybe that'd be a good time to pick up.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
probably
what I was saying. So, well, what is your general approach? You want to just go straight for the headquarters, or do you want to try and ambush some of the cultists to thin out their numbers.
Let's free the captives and have them do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could sneak in and free the captives and arm them, and then start their. Okay, so
Hey guys, we're a distraction.
For the
all right.
four raids.
In fact, there will be a convoy of new
We got a
prisoners
big old
coming in
convoy.
soon, so we could attempt to rescue those that are on their way here.
Sounds great.
All right, so we'll stop there. Question, comments, discussions. You guys have fun with this?
Yeah.
I gotta come up with more Australia jokes.
Clearly,
Yes.
that's how this is supposed to
Yeah, clearly that's what's going to happen. All right, so we'll do the rescuing the prisoners and then the big fight and big reveal about what the plan is. Woo. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
be.